Welcome to PREECAAAP UFC 303 full card prediction show with Ranj and Real MF motherfucking fight pick.
Let's get it, Ranch.
I
Fucking happy to
gotta be
be.
quiet with that word.
I'm freaking
Mother
happy to be
freaking
here.
fight picks. Unfortunately, Dave, fortunately for Dave, he's got his son's graduation dinner and stuff tonight. So he has his little graduation stuff. So he probably won't be joining us unless we're on very late and he gets back from it. Then he might jump in. But so yeah, Real Fight Picks and I are gonna try to do the carry along just with the visuals, just as we usually do. But bear with us if there's a little bit of, we're not as smooth as Dave. Dave does this every week, so we're just subbing in for him for that aspect of the card. But
Exactly.
yeah. So I noticed I started watching the face-offs and I stopped right at like Mark Andre Barrio. But up until then, I only saw one person miss weight, and that was
Gene Silva.
Yes.
Silva.
Gene Silva was the only person which missed weight, and we'll talk about it later. But it caused me to flip my pick to Charles Jourdain. But we'll talk about that. Get into that a little bit later. Hey, Crystal, missed you last week. I know we went a little early because Dave's watch party for the Oilers and all for nothing because Florida won anyway. NHL watch party, but okay. Oh, all right. So Ortega also missed weight. That's like I was telling Real Fight Picks. I stopped watching right around Mark Andre Barrio, so I don't know who missed weight after Gene Silva. But okay.
I think what Crystal means is good to see you. By the way, I did also feel somebody missing in the chat last week, but as far as it's good to see you this week. But he didn't miss weight. They had to change the whole fight. He showed up. He weighed in, I think, at 156 or 155. And he looked like shit doing it. I mean, he looked terrible. He looked defeated, but then he's weird. So I don't know what that means. I'm not drawing anything from that. I'm not saying go ahead and bet him.
If he didn't miss weight,
Ryan Ortega. No, it was supposed to be featherweight. He's a featherweight. He fights in Max Holloway's division. He fights in
Lopez come in as?
Well, I mean, they both came in at 155, but that means they didn't have to cut weight, or Lopez didn't.
Well, good. It'll be a better fight.
Yeah.
D-Rod.
It's kind of like exactly. It's like what happened with Gastelum last week. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's all good. We're gonna get through this. Like 2 days ago. Yeah. Well, they called. I mean, I guess for the story has it. He ran into Hunter Campbell out in somewhere, and Hunter was like, "Wow, you're looking pretty good." And yeah, I think it is a steakhouse. He ran into him somewhere. He's like, "Oh, you're looking good." And then they realized after Conor dropped out, they needed to boost the pay-per-view 303 International Fight Week. They needed to boost up a little bit. So the day after, I guess, is when Brian Ortega got the phone call. But hey, MMA Jesus 420 in the house.
Now we can really get into things.
Yeah, now we're gonna start. Now we can get into it. We're waiting on somebody.
Brings a little edge to
Dave can't join us tonight. He's at his kid's graduation. So we're gonna try to get through this. Me and Real Fight Picks gonna try. I'm gonna share a screen and do all that stuff to my best ability, but don't be screaming at me if it's a little delayed or anything. So, are you ready? Are you ready for this?
I've been ready for this my whole fucking life, bro.
Okay, here we go. So the curtain jerker, we have. Let me share this. Ricky Simone taking on Vinicius Oliveira. Now, this is an interesting fight. Ricky Simone is the wrestler coming in off of 2 losses, which that doesn't look good. But they're 2, Yadong Song and Mario Batista. So you can't hate that stuff. You can't hate that, Before that, he looked Jack Shore, took care of him, Rafael Sunsao, and Brian Boom Kelleher all took the wrath of Ricky Simone. I think Ricky Simone has superior wrestling, and he will utilize that here against this Loke dog, Vinicius Oliveira. You want to look into any of these guys a little deeper? You want me to open up their resumes? Let's open up Vinicius. Yeah, let's open up Vinicius just real quick anyway, because this guy, he's making it. What's his second fight in the UFC, right? So let's see what he's all about.
I think it's his third. It's his third.
I don't think so.
Because the contender series, I count the contender series.
Oh, you count that? See, okay, all right, sure, we'll count that as one. So his last 5, that he had his most recently he had his UFC debut against Bernardo Sopage. He won by flying knee in round 3. That was pretty good. Canceled against Giannis Gamori, who's also on this card, but why? I have no idea. Anyway, before that, in the contender series, he did manage to knock out Victor Madrigal with a left hook, and prior to that, he was in UAE Warriors. Ooh, there's a loss there from Ali Talib. Is that the rapper? What's his name? Talib. I don't know, whatever. Anyway,
Khalid.
UAE Warriors seems like his he was a little bit in Future FC, but UAE Warriors was his regional scene that he came through. And look at this guy's name. Furkat Yokubov. Yeah. Furkat on you forget any bets on your Furkat. Anyway, this guy, I don't
fuck your bet, yes.
Yeah, right.
What's his name?
Makaru Roshino. Yeah, I don't. This guy, he's gonna. Yeah, Ricky Simone's gonna destroy this guy, I think. What did you? You said you did research on all these fights. So what'd you figure out with this one, buddy?
I did. I watched some tape on Mr. Oliveira. You know, in the beginning, I wasted like a half an hour because I was watching tape on Vinicius Saldivar. And I thought, oh man, this guy fucking sucks. Ricky Simone's gonna run through this motherfucker. You know, I watched like 2 fights, and I was like, man, this guy sucks. And then I realized I got the name wrong, so I watched Oliveira, watched a couple of his fights, and you know, he's one of those guys where like he could see the future, like he can see that you're gonna put your head down, so he knows when he's gonna come up with a knee. He could see where you're gonna be, like that millisecond. He's got that. Anticipating where his opponent's going to go, and he puts his strikes together so beautifully, like he did against Sopage there at the end. I think it was like a leg kick to the calf, and it's just so beautiful. You know, he does that really well. But he was losing that fight, and on every fight that he won every fight that I watched, but he was taken down easily in every fight that I watched, and that is my reasoning for picking Ricky Simone, because Ricky Simone, he's not going to outstrike Oliveira. I think Oliveira is the better striker. I think he kicks better, punches better, uses both a little bit more fluidly. I think he's more gifted in that way. Is there a chance he can land a knockout? I don't even think so. I don't think he's going to land that lucky punch. I'm just telling you, I'm going for Ricky Simone. I'm going with Ricky Simone to get some takedowns, to get some control time. And he actually keeps busy with the strikes. So hopefully I'm right, because I'm picking him in Tapology. I'm taking him all over DraftKings lineups. And I'm fading Oliveira. I truly faded him. And he's dangerous. So this fight scares me so much, but I couldn't just throw everybody. You can't throw everybody in your DraftKings lineups. Here comes
Vinicius Oliveira right here. Here he is. Doing the fast clap.
He's pumped up.
Rubbing the palms together.
He's comfortable.
He's a clown.
He came in looking good too. He looks good.
What's with the armband? Does that mean something?
That's just like a young person's style. That means they're hip.
The armband?
You know. Yeah, he's hip. What I say is he's hip to the skin.
Right there.
Looking good though, man. Look at no fat on him. He's ready. He's ready, but he's got a
hypertension armband. Is that really a thing? Oliveira all day. I don't know. Look at Ricky. Ricky's prime. He's always ready.
Hey, I
What is
don't.
Ricky Simone? Is he like Native American or something? What's his ethnicity?
That's
Let's
a
get
good.
racist on this one.
No,
No,
he's
I'm
for
just playing.
sure
Let's
that.
not get
That's a good
racist.
call.
He's something.
He's a good.
Is he? I think he might be
'Cause
like
they.
Native American.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're right. Hey, you know what, MMA Jesus? You picked a good underdog. You did. He's
He is a good
dangerous.
underdog, Vinicius. I mean, it could happen. It totally can happen. But I mean, oh, look at right here. They had to escort him off the stage. Sorry, this way,
Yeah,
sir.
he said I
This
couldn't
way.
make out what he said.
You hang out,
Oliveira, but
Ricky. You can hang out. You're a veteran. What did
no,
he
at the
see?
very
What
end
did
he
he
said
say?
on the ground. His last words he said was on the ground. I heard that part. And so I'm guessing that he said you're just going to try to take me on the ground or something like that. That's what I think he said. That's your only chance. Your only chance is on the ground.
Were you a lip reader?
No, I could hear it when we were watching the I watched a little bit. I watched this first part.
Oh, really?
And I
Oh,
could
you
hear he
watched
said
it?
on the
Yeah, and
ground.
you could actually hear it.
Yeah, he said it loud enough in between John Hennick.
What, he got some bubble gum, Ricky?
Look at he
Oh,
barked
yeah,
at
right
him.
there.
He
Just pointed
barked.
to it, and then what? Oh, he's
Maybe he
all a
said you'll be
bunch
on
of
the ground.
talk. He's gonna get yeah, probably. Ricky's gonna he's gonna wrestle box him. Not even box him, just gonna out grapple him, wrestle him. So that's awesome.
You know what's scary though? And what makes this
Oliveira
scary?
is scared to shoot imaginary arrows at Simone.
No,
That
Uriah
is
Faber
great.
knocked out Ricky Simone. That's what's scary. And Oliveira is much more dangerous than Uriah Faber. So, and that was when Uriah Faber was like in his late 30s. So it gives me a lot of pause, but I'm still going to side with the wrestler in this one. I have to, 100%. Ricky Simone.
You know, just for shits and giggles, let's look at I want to check out Vinicius Oliveira's Instagram, see if he has it updated. Let's see how he's
I'm sure he's working
training,
out.
how he's working out. Okay, what we got here? On the phone talking. He's a weird looking guy right here. Look at that picture. Is he weird
It
looking?
looks like some kind of meme.
His dreadlocks go straight up here.
Is that really him? That can't be him. That's like a filter or something.
Of course it's real. What do you mean it's really? Of course it's really
He looks
him.
like Jamal Hill a little bit right there for some reason.
Look at it's on video too. Filter.
That's that new
Low
generation.
dog. You know what? I don't see anything. Oh, here's a couple training videos right here. We go. Here we go. Oh, runs 13 feet up the driveway to pick up his coach, and then he runs back. Come on, dude.
That's some
That's the best you
cardio,
got.
That's some cardio.
I don't know. I think Ricky's probably training better. We're gonna find out.
Ricky looked good too, though. That's why I was confident with picking him. He
This
didn't
is
come
his
out looking.
right here's his strength though.
Look how quick he is, Ranj. Did you see that?
Yeah, my pick is still going to be Ricky, but I just want to for the sake of the show, I just want to look real quick at Ricky's Instagram if we can. So yeah, see, Dave's a lot faster with this than I am, but sorry, we'll be.
I was sitting here just thinking about Oliver's been taken down by everybody he's fought.
That's what I heard. I heard that too. That's another reason why Ricky's going to relentless pressure and just keep taking him down over and over again. Out of Washington, I bet you is Native American. I'll bet you. I think maybe I even heard that or something.
Great.
Look at here. Hit him, punch him, right in the abs. That's awesome.
Yep. He looks great. He looks
Yeah.
really good, like Robert Whitaker good. Robert Whitaker looked extra good this last week.
Ricky got KO'd by Uriah Faber. You know, Uriah Faber used to be a thing. He used to be, you know, he'd probably make the Hall of Fame if he hasn't already. Look at this American Top Team. How old is this though? 6 weeks. Not bad. Not bad. 6 weeks ago at American Top Team Portland is Portland, not the one in Florida, the one in Portland. So don't get
The
it.
lesser one.
I'm just saying, American Top
It
Team
is
Portland's a little different than the American Top Team in Florida.
He's probably the most popular
I
dude
think
there.
Mr. Bean trains there. I think that's why it's anyway. Yeah, I'm going with Ricky Simone here.
Yeah, me too. And Jesus is right, but you got to take your chances. And my gut is telling me he's gonna wrestle Freak Oliveira.
What? You going to bed? All right. Good night. Love you. See you tomorrow.
Night, Nort.
Okay, so moving on. Next, going up the card, we have Carlos Hernandez taking on Ray Saruya, the Japanese, or no, or yes, do we? Yes. Ray Saruya is the Japanese prospect, undefeated, 9-0, and he's taking on 9-3 Carlos Hernandez. Ray Saruya is a sizable favorite. Can we get this up there? Thank you. Here's the size. Look at minus 450 on Tapology. Ridiculous. But Carlos Hernandez, plus 350, 30 years old, 8 years older, but the right way, because he does have all this experience. We're going to check out Carlos Hernandez, a little deeper look at him, because Ray Saruya should not be minus 450. Especially a debut, a debutant. No matter who, you just can't trust the debutant. They're minus 450. That's ridiculous. So let's see. Oh, he's coming off a loss to Tatsuo Taira, who everybody's comparing Ray Saruya as the next Tatsuo Taira, or equal to. Some people even say better at striking anyway than Tatsuo Taira. But I don't know. We'll see. This Ray Saruya, I've yet to. I don't know. I didn't get to watch any fights. Did you watch fights on him?
Yeah, fight I did. I sure did.
Right.
And he.
Okay, just wait till your turn.
Oh yeah.
Almost done. But Carlos Hernandez got a technical win over Dennis Bondar. That's not a great win. He lost to Alan Nascimento, rear naked choke in round 1. That's probably what's going to happen here with Ray Saruya, just similar to what happened with Alan Nascimento. But he does have a couple names here. Look, he beat Victor Altamirano. That's a good one. Split decision. Mm-hmm. The Immortal Matt. Is that the Immortal Matt Brown? Is it the same one? No, it's Bebe Kid. No, my bad. Never mind. I thought that was the Immortal Matt Brown. Never mind. Yeah, this guy's not that good. So I'm gonna take Ray Saruya. Sorry, he beat two people that I know who they are: Dennis Bondar and Victor Altamirano. Before that, Daniel Barra's Contender Series and LFA guys. I thought I knew Matt Brown, but that's not. It's Bebe Kid Matt Brown, not the Immortal Matt Brown. So yeah, let's take the prospect here. It's probably the safe bet, but let's check him out real quick. Ray Saruya is 9-0. Oh, he's got the long hair. I guess when he fights, he braids it. Looks radical. Did you watch his fights? You did, right? Just hold on. You're coming up. Coming soon. All right. 22 years old. And the thing is, all his fights are over Road to UFC. Who I have a low opinion on that scene over there, because they're all, for real, they're all just trying to strive to they're trying to make a living through fighting over in with a billion other people over in China, Japan, Asia. And it's just you get so many people that these guys are like shop owners or not, they work delivery drivers and stuff like that. You can't just be Rhodes UFC fighter. And there's look, it's 18-7. It's probably the 7-0 guy, 9-1. This guy, I heard Mark Climaco. I heard he was the best competition this kid ever faced. Only
Me too.
because
I heard that.
But he's from America. 9-1, and yep, he's a U.S. fighter, but he's like Filipino descent. That's what Stat Figures said. Uncle Weezy said.
Yeah.
So
that's how I would try to get in the UFC.
About the tape you saw now about Andre Saruya.
Okay, so I did such a deep dive on this guy. I went onto YouTube, and he does like the road to the UFC, or he does like his own embedded. He has like episodes of his training, and I think I was watching the one for that Mark Klamaka guy. I think I was watching those episodes. That was about a year ago. There's thousands of views, and it's all in Japanese. So I had to go to the settings on my YouTube, and I had to like translate from Japanese to English, and I was like trying to follow like what he really does. So he trains at a facility over there, and I want to see him. I don't excuse me, I don't know with who, but it could be like ATT. He's a part of he's connected to like a gym. He might, maybe you see it on his Instagram. If you want to go on his Instagram while I talk my shit.
You talk about this Ray Saruya, right?
Yeah, Saruya, yeah. But anyhow, he brings a boxing coach to him, so he's working on his boxing, and it feels like the vibe that I get is that like a lot of people are behind him, like he's the real deal with this card.
Look at here, Damian Maya. This is a day ago.
Yes. He's really, I guess, something special. Look, he took a picture with Damian Maya. I mean, not that means he's going to be like a champion, but he's
probably 22, making smiley faces on his burger.
Okay, you know how they were calling Chang Ho Lee Khabib? This is Khabib. This is more like Khabib than Chang Ho Lee. This is more like Khabib.
Purple belt. That's goes purple, brown, black. Purple belt. Imagine that's jiu-jitsu.
Like, dude, he's on your ass, Ranj. He is on your ass. And that's what happened to Klamaka, is Klamaka would reverse it, and he would be the aggressor. But because this is more his game, because he's gonna survive in the end.
Right there, he looks like Yanan Wu.
He's so good. He's the real deal. There's so many hype trains on this card. There's so many hype trains, and there's only one of them that I don't believe in. And this is a hype train that I believe in. He's gonna be the like Tatsuro Taira. I think the UFC, they say they don't set up fights for one guy to lose. We all know that's not the truth. They do set up fights.
No, I think you're onto something for real.
Yeah, no, this guy, he's special. He has, because some guys, it's like, how does Tatsuro Taira become so good at jiu-jitsu from where he's from, not being from America, not being from Brazil? Like, how is he so good? And it's so crazy.
Well, before the Gracies got it, jiu-jitsu was originally made in Japan, and then Rorion Gracie brought it over to Brazil. True story.
Did not know that.
Yep. It's not because he's Asian. It's because he's minus 450. That's why I'm picking him. Not because it doesn't make a difference. Just because he's Asian. We'll get to. Is he the only Asian on the International Fight Week? Probably.
Yes.
How is this? That's Real International, Dana. Real International got one Asian guy on here for International Fight Week.
Well, he wants to shine a spotlight on him. That's what he wants to do.
But anyway, that's funny. That's awesome, though.
My pick.
I like this. How he's definitely got. I heard he had a fantastic wrestling background, like undefeated or something. Never lost a wrestling match or some crap.
Dude, you know what else?
Crazy like that.
Yeah, you know what I did not say? I didn't even say anything about poor Carlos Hernandez. I didn't even say nothing about him. Okay, Carlos Hernandez, 0 knockouts in his career, 0, and he has 1 knockout loss. So he does have some. Obviously, he has grappling. That's going
Was
to
he
be
a
his main
submission
thing.
guy? Is he?
Yeah, he's a submission guy, and he has decisions. I think so. Was it 4 decision wins, 5? Oh, 4 submissions, 5 decisions for Carlos Hernandez, and it's
Valley
not
Flow
fair because
Striking. You know who was out of Valley Flow Striking is New Mansa, isn't it? You know, new what's his name? New Mansa. That's his nickname. You know who I'm talking about. But anyway, he's out
you're
of
good.
Valley Flow Striking.
You're good with those nicknames.
I know.
I didn't
I
know.
can picture him too. I just can't think. I can't think of his real name. So it'll come to me. But anyway, yeah. I just this guy. I'm not. That's why I'm not sold on the line minus 450 for Saruya. Carlos Hernandez. He might not be top tier, but still, he's got a little bit of savvy in him. He's got some good background. He comes from a decent gym, and he's been in UFC. He's got that. That's he's been in the UFC for a bit. So see right here, doing some with a 20.
Grappling.
Oh, look, he's a 2014 IMMAF world champion. Oh, and this is
Yeah,
old. Look, he's taking on Tatsuro Taira. This is definitely old, but still, he does have some credentials. So might be a sneaky trap, but my pick will still. I'm going to still stick with Saruya.
bro. It looked like
You as
did he
well?
beat Tatsuro Taira? I didn't know that.
No, he didn't beat that. No, he didn't beat him.
He didn't beat him right there. He's
That's
choking him,
not
isn't he?
him. That's practice. that's just for practice or
Oh, I was gonna
something.
say. Well,
Yeah, he's just sprawling or something. Or
oh,
this is
okay.
like International Fight Week, or see Vegas Fight Week. This is not it. This is some. Oh, this is what this is back in 2014, dude. This is the IMMAF World Championships.
Yeah, this is nothing.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't.
not. Tatsuo Taira was still wearing diapers in 2014, I think.
Yeah, I don't respect that. I was
uh,
excited for a second. I was like, I might have flipped my pick if he's doing that. I just read the caption and I thought that was Tatsuo Taira right there.
well, let's see how they look anyway.
Carlos Hernandez looks kind of wimpy.
Oh, he struggled climbing up that 6 steps right there. It looked like. Did he have bad weight cut? Maybe is he weak?
I don't know. He doesn't have much
Oh,
of an expression.
he's
Look at him.
already mentally defeated. I can tell he's mentally defeated. Carl's just fought a way better version of this kid. Yeah, Tatsuo Taira. Huge recency bias. Kid Gas is in round 2. I heard that too. That's what Uncle Easy and Brady said that too. He'll be round 2. He'll have his whole mouth open, breathing, heavy breathing, mouth open. Tyra had 0 takedowns against Carlos, by the way. Oh, he might be a fade. This might be a sneaky fade. You know? I check the stats like Dave does. Did you check stats, real fight picks? I'll take the Spanish kid. He has more experience. Seen him against real opponents. He isn't terrible. And he's clearly blacker. Yeah, I don't know. He looked kind of defeated already. He looked like his morale's already beat, probably because he saw the line. And he used to play soccer for the Chivas. Chivas. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Can you guys see the screen?
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of shit that Dave's good at. Please bear with me. So here are the stats, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go over the height, weight, and reach. So you got Ray at 5'6", 125 pounds, 68-inch reach. Carlos Hernandez, 5'8", 125, a little shorter, 67-inch reach. Over here for the strikes landed per minute. Yeah, Ray at 2.93, Hernandez at 4.95. A little bit more volume coming from Hernandez. And there, I thought that was going to be the other way around, but it's probably only going off of a few fights. Striking accuracy, 62% to 46%, so a little more accuracy for Ray. And then strike absorbed is 1.44, which is very good, next to 4.54. Defense, 44% over here. And then for Carlos Hernandez, you have 46%. Now, when it comes to takedown average, this is where it gets crazy. You got 6.84 takedowns per 15 minutes for the Japanese man. And then you got 1 on the other side for Carlos Hernandez. Takedown accuracy, 54%, which is pretty decent. Over here, you got 15%. Takedown defense, 50. Over here, 65. See, that's what kind of bugs me is he's been taken down. And if there's anybody that can, that's his main superpower. So I still want the favorite, but I don't blame you if you.
Where was it? Crystal just said, look, Tatsuo Taira, who this kid's supposed to be emulating, 0 takedowns in his fight against Carlos Hernandez.
Bro, I'm telling you, though, this guy, I watched the tape, and he's a better wrestler. Better than Taira.
Than Tatsuo Taira, you think?
Yes, he's a stronger wrestler.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm not betting him,
Seriously.
so I don't really care. But, yeah, I'll definitely take him. I'm taking him the hot prospect out of Japan and Tapology.
Yeah,
I'm not betting this fight. And he's too chalky to put in any minus 450, right? Let me. Oh, man. I do have.
And I'm not saying Taira could beat. I mean, I'm not saying he could beat Taira. Tatsu Taira. Taira might be a better jiu-jitsu player. He might be a better striker. I heard somebody say that this guy's a better striker. Oh, you think you just said that, but he's not. He's not a better striker than Taira, I don't think.
I didn't.
He's really
somebody else. I think I want to say Angelo from We Want Picks might have said that. I wasn't. I didn't say that. Somebody did say that.
Yeah.
Someone of these cappers.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I can't say because I've never seen this kid fight.
Yeah, he's constantly going for the
time to watch tape. Takedowns.
Yeah, this is my side hustle, Ranch.
We spent enough time on this. What's that?
That's how I get paid. Like, this is how I pay the bills around here, is puts diapers on my baby and
I gotcha, buddy.
All that Uber Eats.
Ray got knocked down in his 3 fights. It took like 7 fights and Taira to get knocked down over Carlos. To get a knockdown over Carlos. Remember to keep your risk of ruin low. They got Johnny the Greek.
That's good advice.
Dirty Reg, welcome. Simple Man, you as well. Carlos says good. We might expect him to be hard to find, like Hernandez. But Angelo sucks.
I don't blame you.
Angelo was sponsored by a bookie. That's great. Okay.
I don't blame that. Anybody taking Hernandez, I don't fucking blame you at all.
What? Angelo's the worst than Clint and Brandon K.
There's better out there. There's
better, but
who I like is Narco Cop. I like his logic. He's logic. That's a good one. I just want to name one.
You know Kunith?
Yeah.
I like.
It's just his show scripted. Oh, bro, you know who's good now?
He definitely he edits it and plans it and scripts it out.
Quick story, real quick. 2 Straws is the name of the channel. It's Jessica Penne and Angela Hill. They make predictions, and they wear like short shorts, and like they sit on chairs, and they like yeah. And on I said on the comments on one episode, I said I'll cash out $50 for Pene's chair. And then one of the guys asked me what I would do with the chair. And then I said that the ground in the slums of India is cleaner than my plans for that chair. And then some of the guys said I got 5 on it. Hey, they responded. So I don't know if it was the producer or Angela Hill or Jessica Penne, but they said that they're planning to upgrade the studio and they're trying to get me to buy the chair, bro. The channel is trying to get me to buy their chair.
Oh,
hilarious, bro.
Oh, they're still busting on Brady about the I heard this week somebody's like Carlos Hernandez will ragdoll you, Brady. And that all started when you said Weston Wilson will kick your ass. That all started. Now it's a thing. Now it's like a meme, like a comment, like thing. Every show now, somebody's saying they'll take.
They're
like
trying to make him mad.
Who's the?
They're trying to.
Who's the? Oh, they should say Giannis Gamori. Giannis Gamori will ragdoll you, Brady.
Hey, they're trying to make him black out. They're trying to make him go crazy again and snap on
great.
you.
I love it. I love it. Diary Program Gambler. Yeah, that dude is good. It's just it takes a long time for him to cover one fight, though. It'll take like an hour to break down his one fight, But he is good. He's good. I like him. And he's got the accent, the like British or something. Anyway, back to this. We're both on the Japanese prospect. Let's move up the card to big boys. Andre Arlovsky, what's he, 45 years old, I think now? Taking on Martin Buday. Let's see. 45 years old, taking on Martin Buday. Martin Buday coming off a loss to Shamil Ghazi where he got knocked out, standing KO. I just don't think Andre Arlovsky's got it in him anymore to knock out anybody. That's unfortunate because, man, if this fight was even 5 years ago, I'd probably take Andre Arlovsky. But now it's just, I don't know. Andre's coming off 3 losses, back-to-back 3 losses, okay? We'll go back from the furthest one. Well, let's go back to the last 5. He won 2 years ago, beat Jared Vandera, split decision. He beat Jake Collier, but you know what?
Share it with us.
Oh, yeah, good idea. Good idea. Thank you. See, that's why I'm not.
No problem.
Thank you for reminding me. Okay, now back to this. Andre. All right. So here we are. 2 years ago, he beat Jared Vandera, split decision, as he should. This one, Jake Collier, split decision. Let me tell you, this is why. You remember that girl, Mbe? She was a blonde Korean girl, used to come on to my show.
I remember she was
This is the reason she doesn't anymore, because I t-shirt bet her that Andre Arlovsky would win, and he won, but it was a robbery. Jake Collier really should have won that. There was a big uproar. It's like this is one of the worst robberies of that year was Andre Arlovsky beat Jake Collier. And I mentioned something, I'm like, hey, I'm not a judge. I bet Arlovsky and he won. You kind of owe me a shirt. She was like,
hey.
Fine. But you know what? She never got me a shirt, and I think that's why she's never been back on the show, because she's all, she didn't honor her bet. But anyway, that was a robbery. Jake Collier should have won that fight. Then he lost to Marcos Rogério de Lima by submission. Don't like that. He got knocked out by Don't Tell Dontel Mays that he shouldn't be knocking people out, but he shouldn't be. But he knocked out Andre Arlovsky. And most recently, the salsa dancing Waldo Cortez Acosta. But didn't Waldo Cortez Acosta just beat the Robelis Despan? Didn't he?
I thought that was a.
Let me see. I think it was. Was it? Or was it? Might have been somebody else. Let me see.
You could be right. Let's investigate.
I'm gonna, and I do believe. Well, he just did beat the stupid pop-ups. Okay, Salsa Boy, there he is, and
so it's a good loss.
It's
a good loss.
Fight. Sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, Robelis Despan.
Yeah.
So So yeah, I mean, I guess
That's a
you
big
can,
loss.
but Rebels respond that he's just pretty much fraud checked. He's like a one trick pony taekwondo and huge mountain, biggest guy in the tallest, longest reach, and all this. But Waldo Cortez Acosta found his kryptonite or whatever. Anyway,
Yeah,
the point is
I remember.
Andre Arlovsky,
Uh-huh.
or I mean Martin Boudet, Andre Arlovsky lost to these guys, and now he's fighting this guy Martin Boudet, who to me is kind of might get fraud checked himself. I'm not too impressed with Martin Boudet, and I'll tell you why. Okay, most recently he got the standing TKO round 2 by Shamil Gaziev. Okay, then look who he's beat before. A Kimura over Josh Parisian. Josh Parisian, these are low level heavyweights. I don't want to talk bad about them because they are UFC fighters, but still. Jake Collier, that guy, God, I mean, back when he was a middleweight, that's right, I said middleweight, when he was like 185, that's when he was the prototype. But since then, it's just kind of been, Lucas Bresky, fraud, right? Chris Barnett, he's like 5'7", does the jumping, spinning taekwondo kicks. I'm just saying these guys that he's beaten, I think Andre Arlovsky be able to wipe through these guys as well. Even an old Andre might be able to wipe through these guys. So my point is, I think I'm going to take Andre Arlovsky by points, by decision, because I don't see Martin Boudet knocking him. I mean, his chin is gone, Arlovsky, but all right. I just don't see Martin Boudet winning a decision over Arlovsky, and I don't know if he's going to be able to knock him out. I mean, let's see. Boudet sucking his gut like he did before the Shamil fight. Big boy looking more insecure. Yeah, let's look at that's a good idea. Let's look at the
Bro,
do you have stats?
Can we talk about you mentioned it, but you kind of just glossed over it, and just, I'd hate to be systematic, but one
Go
thing
ahead.
I am gonna do going from today forward is I am never gonna put money on a 45-year-old UFC fighter fighting against a 32-year-old.
Why is he still in the UFC then? Somebody still sees something in him. American top
question.
team forever.
I think he's getting credit for
And
not
I think,
getting killed.
I think Arlovsky might retire. And you know what? I think he wants to leave on a win. Oh, he was.
They're really giving him a chance. I mean, if you're gonna fucking give somebody a good fight to go on the way out and do the opposite of what you're gonna do to Nate Diaz by trying to give him Khamzat Chimaev, this is what you do. This is how you walk your veterans out the door. I mean, apparently he's been fighting for like 25 years, but there's some rules.
And you know what? He is just going with the flow. He's just doing this he gets paid like $100,000 each fight. But look, there's the pose, and then he's just like, okay, I did that for the fans. Now good. Get this over with. Give me my paycheck, Dana. You're right. That's why you can't. I got a funny feeling that he might be able to sneak out. Look right here. Look at him sucking in his belly right there. It's so obvious. Look at the ribs and the guts. That's so obvious. He's sucking it in right there. That is so hilarious.
Super weird body language.
And the thing is, Arlovsky's seen everything. He's got the experience, and he can be sneaky and point fight his way to a decision victory. Yeah, you're right. He's not going to finish this guy Boudet, but Boudet self-proclaimed said he got into MMA to lose weight because he was a fatty piece of shit or something. So he got in MMA to lose weight, and he ended up being decent at it, so we got him here. Andre Arlovsky, he's record books, man. He's, remember when he used to sport the teeth sit with the long hair, and he was savage. I know he's not even a shadow of the man he used to be, but there's might still be something in there that can find his way to a decision victory.
He's the fucking real Rocky. He's the Rocky Balboa. The fucking Rocky Balboa part 5. Part 4.
4? That's where Tommy Machine Gun Morrison, right?
One. That's the one he is, yeah. Oh, no. He's the one where he fights Antonio Tarver. That's the one.
I didn't see that one.
He's that one, dude.
Dog or pass. Thank you, Raw Torque. I agree. Dog or pass. And you know what? Cody Safdie from Dog or Pass also picked Andre Arlovsky for the same reasons I just did. I pretty much bit his whole breakdown. I just pretty much stole the exact same thing. Bro, but he convinced me it's kind of true. Arlovsky should be able to use veteran savvy to point fight his way to a decision victory over this big dumb guy sucking his belly right there like no one can see it. That's awesome. But
I just want to say publicly,
sloppy heavyweights and Dirty Reg was right. There's or whoever said, I think it was Dirty Reg. There is a right here. There's a Boudet. You get a little finishing equity because he might be able to finish, might be able to chin him.
That's a good point. Yeah, there.
But Arlovsky, 34-23. I think if you watch those decision wins he's had, even the robbery ones, he played them smart. I don't know, just horribly boring fights. Anyway,
right.
Let's
I'm on Boudet.
What's that? Yeah,
I think I made that.
I should go that way too. I haven't decided. I did put I did an old person parlay. I did I think a 4-fight old person parlay, and Arlovsky's in it. And
did you do Watterson?
And we're going to be talking about her. Let's go now. That's moving up the card. We have Michelle Watterson Gomez, formerly known as Karate Hottie. Now I don't know if she's still that hot, but she's going against Jillian Robertson. Jillian Robertson, 29 years old. Michelle Watterson Gomez is a 37, I do believe. I don't have Topology up right now because I'm going to share the walkout with these beautiful women. Jillian Robertson out of Canada, 13-8. She's training at the Goat House, where she is working on her wrestling takedowns because that is her best path to victory is by submission grappling, which Michelle Watterson Gomez is not the worst at, but her strength would be to stand up. And Jillian Robertson look so gothic, like you put some black lipstick on her and she can come right from a Marilyn Manson contest or concert.
Yeah,
she's freaking awesome.
She looks like
I love her. She
looks like she's a fan of
dark gothic black metal crap. And here comes a little preppy cheerleader girl, Karate Hottie, Michelle Watterson Gomez. She doesn't look 37, but you know what? Asians, they age well. They age well.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
It's all that rice. Vegetables.
But yeah, so this is the deal with her too. She's a better striker. Jillian Robertson sucks at throwing strikes. She cannot strike. She never could. But so Michelle Watterson Gomez, if she can avoid getting taken down to the ground, she can win a decision here. However, Jillian Robertson at the Goat Shed, where their expertise is wrestling, I think, and she already has the submission. I think she got the most female submissions or something, record for most female submissions in the UFC right now.
I heard
Something.
that.
I heard some crazy stat like that. But the problem was
Yeah.
she was like a Mackenzie Dernish. Like she had problems getting it to the ground. But that's why she switched up camps. Now she's at Goat Shed, and where they teach how to do a double leg. They'll teach how to get a takedown, and I think that's what she's been working on. There's Dave.
What's up,
buddy? We're missing you.
Congrats.
We're struggling, but we're getting through it. We're getting through.
Yep.
So anyway, for this fight, my pick will be Jillian Robertson, but yeah, because I do think she's going to find a way to get Michelle Watterson Gomez to the ground. And isn't Gomez coming off of like 4 losses or something? I don't have tap out.
Yeah, but a lot of red in her record. A lot of
so
red.
This might be, and she did make my old timer parlay. My old time probably won't hit parlay, but what's $10? $10 is $10. So yeah, I think she might also leave her gloves right in the ring too when she's done with this. I don't see why she wouldn't. What are your thoughts on this fight?
Okay, so I just wanted to say that I think that what I heard was that Harley Quinn over there, Jillian Robertson, fought at flyweight, and everybody knows that
she did.
Michelle Watterson. Looking at this though, looking at the face-off right now, the still shot, they look like they size up kind of well. However, Robertson still did fight at flyweight. She fought bigger girls than her. That's probably why she struggled to take them down. I feel like the weight classes are very detrimental when it comes to women's fighting, and I feel that there's a pretty good chance
when they show a lot of leg
take...
right here. That's sexy. That's sexy right there.
Yeah, that's the way they do it for Jessica Penne and Angela Hill's podcast. I think they do that on purpose.
Really? I'm going to have to check it out. What's it called? 2 Straws?
2 Straws, yeah, because they're straw weights. But let's look at the stats.
Rough right there.
After
that's rough. That I wouldn't want to wake up, roll over, see that looking at me.
Like, I don't want to say what she looks like.
You want some eggs? How about I want you to get out of my bedroom?
Yeah.
This right here is what she looked like the night before, like Friday night. This here is Sunday morning.
I know. Sober as a mug. Brutally sober.
That is too bad. But she is.
Let's look at the stats. Yeah, Ranch? Real quick.
Yeah, you got them. You got them up. Throw them up there, and I'll share them. Throw them up there. I'll share them.
Here we go. Let's do it. So we're going to go to Jillian Robertson and Michelle. Bear with me, guys. This is where BC Dave is missed here sorely. So I just wanted to see here the stats a little bit, especially the grappling stats, but we'll go over everything. So striking stats for Michelle Watterson, she's at 3.56 strikes landed per minute, while Jillian Robertson is a little lesser, which is 2.61. So Watterson definitely going to have the volume, exact same striking accuracy, 46%. Strikes absorbed per minute differs a little bit. Michelle Watterson, and that's probably because she's willing to get in there a little bit more. You got Jillian Robertson at 3.12. And then, the defense is pretty close. Michelle Watterson at 49%, but that's, again, because she likes to get in there and strike. And Robertson's at 56% because she doesn't really want to get in there and strike. And at the grappling, so it's not like she's at a total loss. You got Michelle Watterson Gomez at 1.42 takedown average per 15 minutes, while Robertson has 2.53 takedown average per 15 minutes. Takedown accuracy, though, it's a lot less for Watterson at 32%, and Robertson's at 43%. You got takedown defense here. So takedown defense, she does have 70% takedown defense. She does have some submission average there. She has something. But obviously the bigger threat is going to be Robertson with one submission attempt. I believe that is per 50, or maybe that's an actual submission. But I want to see real quick who's taking her down? Marina got one. Pinero didn't get any. Lemos didn't get any. On this fight here with Marina, she didn't get any. So she hasn't been taken down a lot. You see that? So she could be a sneaky underdog pick for that reason. But Panay got her down twice, though. And Panay was also what I think fought at flyweight as well. She seems like she's a bigger girl. That Panay. She had her control. She didn't have any control time though. It doesn't look like. So I don't know, man. That could be a sneaky underdog play there.
No, I'm telling you, the GOAT gym is fixing that.
I'm still going Robertson because fucking here's my rule. She's 38 years old. I hate to use the system, but I'm gonna stick with it. It did me right last week if I would have paid more attention to that. So I'm gonna take Robertson. She's in the prime of her life. She might be getting better. It's just kind of like I said about Brady Heisten. We don't know Robertson's ceiling yet. I don't think she did have a loss that wasn't very good. I didn't really like it, but let's see who that was against here.
Oh yeah, did you see Paige Van Zandt signed up for Power Slap?
Dude, she's fucking crazy, bro.
I saw the promotion when I was watching the weigh-ins earlier.
It's gonna be fixed because like I can't see her getting like knocked out. They're gonna like put some little string bean against her.
There's Holly Holm. When is this? Jackson Wink. When's this from? 5 days ago. See, Karate Hottie has been.
Yeah.
Jackson
Wink on wrestling
with these girls. Yeah, it's still. You know what? I'm being ageist. Michelle Waterson is 37 or 38. My bad. 38. Jilly Robinson 29. I'm gonna go with the younger fighter here. And yeah, I think she's going to find a way to get a submission, or I just don't like if it doesn't go to the ground. Michelle Waterson probably win by decision by outpointing her, but I don't. Who knows, man? Who knows?
I'm looking, and I was trying to find what I was talking about as far as she's got so much red though, Ranch. You can't bet Waterson. Nobody can bet Waterson. The last time she won a fight was 4 years ago, but it was against Angela Hill, who's pretty good. So hard to make a read, to be honest with you. Waterson is one of my people who I put in. She's one of my underdog choices. I picked her over Oliveira, which is crazy. I know MMA Jesus is on Waterson too. And I hate to say it, but that's kind of a decent dog pick. If you're going to bet dogs all the time, that has to be one of them. But I'm going to lean more towards being an ageist. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to pick Robertson. Somehow I believe she can get it to the ground.
Well,
and if she doesn't, she'll find a way.
Minus 185 on DraftKings Sportsbook, plus 154 for Michelle Waterson. I haven't been writing these down, but I kind of got a feel for them anyway. So,
yeah,
moving up the card. You ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, next we have, I don't even know why this fight's on here, but they have Peyton Talbot taking on Yanis Gamori. Peyton Talbot is like minus 2,000, I think. Let me see, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just had it up here, right here. Okay, Peyton Talbot, right? Minus 1,650 on DraftKings Sportsbook. Taken on Yanis Gamori, who is plus 950. Plus 950 for the French fighter, Yanis Gamori. I don't see. I think for UFC 303, I know it's International Fight Week. They want to bring somebody from France or whatever, but I think they could have found a better opponent for Peyton Talbot, because Peyton Talbot, there shouldn't be a minus 1,650 on this card at all. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this off the screen. So
I hear you. I agree with you. They did spend a whole lot of time.
Check out Yanis Gamori. Let's check it out anyway. I'm going to share a screen in a second. Giannis is 12-2. I want to find a only because I like to see these nobody's betting on these underdog guys. I like to see him come out and just take everybody's. I'm not touching this fight in a betting stance at all. Not even throwing Peyton Talbot into a parlay. No, not a nothing. Okay, he lost to most recently Giannis Gamori. He lost to William Gomi. William Gomi is probably that would have been a good fight, better fight for Peyton Talbot than Giannis Gamori. But anyway, he lost to William Gomi, body kick round 3. Before that, he was in Brave and going against mediocre records on these guys. Can't blame him there. Here's a can on nobody. But yeah, of course, everybody starts this thing out with cans. But yeah, but now he's taking on Peyton Talbot. This kid is the hot new prospect, exciting. Everybody loves him. Nobody can say anything bad about this kid at all. Endless cardio, feels so comfortable in the ring, like it's second nature. Everything he does, and he's proven it. He beat Cameron Saman. Cameron Saman's good, dude, and he beat him round 2 by straight left to ground punches. Nick Aguirre, that guy's decent as well. But before that, before that he was kind of look at
fighting cans.
Then Uriah Favors. So I mean, I understand his fights in the UFC are fantastic and stuff, but he's really unproven, kind of. But I've heard nobody say anything negative about this kid, so I gotta go. He's my pick on Tapology. I'm just staying right away on a betting standpoint. Do you have anything?
Hey, while you're there,
yeah,
I'm gonna give you my prediction. I'm gonna give you my breakdown. But while I do that, take a look at the other side of their Tapology, the Giannis Gamori. Let's see what his wins are like. Okay. What kind of competition he's fought. But I'll just go ahead and say, how can you honestly? This is the only fight that I did not watch any tape on, because I think ahead, and I thought, why am I going to watch tape on this fight? I
did the Giannis Gamori. Like I said, he lost to William Gomi, who's probably who would be a better competition for Peyton Talbot. Right. But aside from him, I don't know any of these other schmokes. Brave CF.
No, here's my thing.
Yeah.
Why am I going to watch tape when I was super high on Cameron Simon? When I watched a bunch of tape on Cameron Simon, watched a bunch of interviews of him on lesser channels, and I thought he was so good, and I still do. I still do think he's a great fighter. He went up against 2 really other good prospects. I think that was Christian Rodriguez and Peyton Talbot. In that fight, I picked Cameron Simon. I thought there's no way this Peyton Talbot beats Cameron Simon. How does this unproven, I knew he was athletic, and I knew he had this funky style, and he has this aura about him. You know what I mean? Where, he's beautiful, but I can't pick him to lose in this fight. I got Peyton Talbot, and he's going to beat Giannis Gamora. But it'd be kind of cool is like take the fight goes the distance. Make that if I were to play that would be like the only thing I could play.
Well, maybe Peyton Talbot by submission is plus 600. But is he a submitter?
That's hella good.
That is. Is he a submission guy? I think he's going to probably knock him out. That's the thing. I think it's going to be TKO. He's more of a
I think he has 4 subs on his. I think he has like 4 and 4.
He has 1 sub, and he has 6 knockouts, 1 sub, and 1 win by decision, and that's his 8-0 record.
Then that was the Japanese guy I was thinking of.
By knockout, Peyton Talbot by knockout on DraftKings Sportsbook minus 150. That might. I mean, if I was to play it, I would probably play it like that. But I only do that
bro.
like right as they're walking out or something. Otherwise, I'm not touching this fight with any money because it's just too chalky. And who knows?
Cameron Simon
Giannis
is like
Demore might shock the world.
Cameron Simon's
Imagine.
won like jiu-jitsu tournaments and stuff, and Peyton Talbot made that fight look so easy.
He did. I
He made that
know. It
he
made
made
it
it look
look
so
like
easy.
second nature, right?
Yeah, I don't think Giannis Gamore's fought anybody of that caliber, and the only person you could say that would be Gomis, and he fucking looked terrible. So this is another one of those fights where they're obviously building Talbot up. He was on every, he was
Yeah,
interviewed
they're
by everybody.
definitely. That's what I just wish the line wasn't so ridiculous, and it's hard to predict how he's going to win because he
Yeah,
could submit him plus 600 by decision. I just said it's plus 200 who wins by decision. Anyway, enough time on that. Let's move up the card. Next we have from Canada, Charles Air Jourdain taking on Brazil's Jean Silva. This one I've been back and forth. But then when I watched the face-offs today, that's when I realized Jean Silva missed weight. By the way, he missed weight, and during the ceremonial weigh-ins, he just looked defeated, and even my daughter was like that guy's gonna lose, and she doesn't know anything about this crap, right? So, and then Charles Jourdain she comes out and she's like, "Oh, that guy with the hood on." I'll show you the walkout. I'll show you them right now. She's like, "The bald guy's gonna win. The bald guy's gonna win."
all right. Hey, before you do that, don't skip it, and let's see the other face-offs we didn't see, if that's cool.
Did we skip some? Oh, we didn't see Peyton Talbot, right? Okay,
Or the one before that,
yeah,
right?
you're right. We did see this one. Oh, I'm sorry. We did see Jillian Robertson, and that was So we're only missing Peyton Talbot and Giannis Gamori. We'll see that next.
Sweet.
And no. Brooklyn Ranch.
Probably the same size.
What's that? Oh, plus this guy is this the one? No, not him.
That's
One of
Giannis
these guys
Gamori.
took forever. Oh, that's right.
Oh, it's Joe Rogan. My bad. I said John Anik earlier. Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan sounds like he's underwater when he yells.
Okay, there's Giannis Gamori. That's right, Giannis Gamori. See, he doesn't look bad.
No, he looks good. He looks in shape. He's
right,
young.
But you can't just this one. Like I was telling my daughter, you can't go by looks. You got to know a little bit more than just. I mean, if you don't know nothing at all, you can go by looks. But
look at this guy.
He's such cool. He's like cool hand. He's so cool, relaxed, and
look at look at that.
Nothing. It's
tattoo
like
of black.
I
want a black dot.
Is that like a samurai mask or something? Oh, the dot in the middle and back.
He's got two
it's
dots.
Like a hole through his entire body.
It's like a permanent cupping.
Yeah, he probably regrets that.
A little taller. He's a little taller. He got.
Yeah, well, that's his hair too.
Yeah, he's got this incredible athleticism about him, because I don't see how you made that shit look so easy against Cameron Simon. I'm just gonna pick him. I will not pick against him. I wish the line wasn't so crazy. Just because the line is so crazy and he can go out there and roll his ankle or stub his toe.
Look, this dude, Jean Silva, took forever. Look at, he's walking so slow.
Who's that guy? He shook the hand of like some random security guard.
Maybe this is Jean Silva. Look at him, taking forever, just being an ass. Look at, get up there, and he missed weight.
It's like the WWE.
Oh, he's totally a heel. And look, is he crying now because he missed weight? Look at, is that crying? What's going on here? I don't even know the emotions. And you know what? Right there, see
This is
that?
my
They're
last fight.
booing him because they're booing him. He missed weight. Missed weight.
Yeah,
That's right.
147 and a half. He missed by a
Yeah,
pound and a half. And that tells you he
that's right.
tried.
I know. That's why he walked
That
up so
tells you that
slow.
he tried.
And that's my daughter's like, she was like, why is he taking so long? And then I go, here's the guy that's gonna kick his ass. And she's like, you owe me $1. But anyway, here's Charles Air Jourdain. And it's not I know he is like he's having play on words like Air Jordan and stuff, but he also does like a lot of jumping stuff, and he does like a lot of tries to be aerial in the cage too. I like it.
That
I
was
think
supposed to be
right
Canada's
there was
G.
a diss about missing weight. That was a diss right there about missing weight. I'm sure it was.
He said, put down the McDonald's.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have been eating fast food.
And you know what?
But I'm gonna take care of you,
Charles
bro.
Jourdain
Thank you
has
for
probably his girlfriend's one of the most beautiful women I've ever laid my eyes upon in my entire life. I'm not even lying.
Ranj. Can't lay
Have
your
you ever
eyes on
seen
another
Charles?
man's.
Have you ever seen Charles Jourdain's girlfriend, wife? I don't even know
I have
what she
not.
is, but oh my god, let's see if we can find that Instagram, because she is drop dead. Like, but she's too pretty. You know what I mean? I would feel uncomfortable if I had a girlfriend as pretty as she is.
I gotta see it to believe it. I gotta see it to believe it. But listen, keep the
I mean,
energy up. I'll be right
she's
back.
almost fake. What are you doing? Going to take a poop?
No, my charger. I'm gonna grab my charger. But speaking of almost looking fake,
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. All right, let's find
I'll be right
Charles
back.
Jourdain's. Yeah, I'm gonna find a picture of his girl because she is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I'm out there with a winter hat, Canadian. That shows his Canadian line. It's got it. Maybe they split up or something, but oh, there's got to be that's a picture of its silhouette. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. So he did ask her to marry. His wife, not girlfriend now, wife. Look, there she is.
Oh, okay.
I think
I see.
I think she might be like a model. Yeah, look at her. Her name's Clarence. A girl named Clarence. But look at it's like the oh my goodness, she's beautiful, too beautiful. You know what I mean? Anyway, I just wanted to show everybody Charles Jourdain's beautiful wife.
Yeah, she's pretty good looking.
She is stunning.
I'll probably
stunning. But anyway,
looking at this by myself
anyway.
later.
What's that?
Nothing. I just she looks like a plastic doll, like you said.
Don't be nasty.
She looks fake. She looks like a plastic doll.
Yeah, she does. She does look fake. But this boy, he's definitely not fake, and I'm taking him. What do you have to say about this fight? Who are you taking?
So this is one of my underdogs, Gene Silva, that I had starting in the week. And then I listened to everybody and all the cappers. I want to say all of the cappers were all on Gene Silva. And out of the Japanese kid, Ray, and how do you say his last name? Tatsu.
Saruya?
Saruya.
Yeah,
there you
Saruya.
Go. We got him. We have Diego Lopes. We have a few hype trains on this card. And Gene Silva, to me, was one of these hype trains. And I watched him fight a kid by the last name Cardoso. and that kid was 19 years old, and he was kind of giving it to Silva in the beginning of the first round of their fight, and then Silva ended up clipping him, and this freaking promotion had pretty good production, and they had like an aerial camera or some kind of drone camera, and right when he hit him though, it went away, so you didn't see what he got hit with. Gene Silva hit the kid with, but yeah, he's definitely very powerful. But he tried to make weight and he missed weight, and he seems like one of those muscular dudes like Mateusz Rebecki. Seems kind of like that, where he's gonna slow down. And also, Charles Jourdain's never been knocked out. He has 8 knockouts himself, and he's pretty well rounded. And then they were trying to make Gene Silva to be this like crazy good wrestler. I don't think he's like anything special, to be honest with you. Actually, on underdogs, for those of you,
the dumbest of the fighting nerds. That's hilarious.
Exactly.
And Noah's saying that Charles Jourdain's wife is his sister-in-law, meaning he must have a brother or sister that's married to her brother and sister.
I got you. I have something like that in my family where like my dad and his sister married a pair of brother and sisters, I guess.
Wow, that's a little close. I don't know. That's weird.
It is weird. I mean, there's no blood still weird to me.
That just seems Amish. It seems like you're limited to like one family to choose from.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but I just say Gene Silva. He's gonna need to knock out Charles Jourdain to win, and Charles has never been knocked out, and I don't think he's the greatest wrestler. What I was saying is for those of you that play underdogs, prize picks, underdogs, those type of on underdogs, I believe there's a 2 takedown, so you can bet that Gene Silva will get over 2 or under 2, or if he gets 2, then it kind of cancels that out. If you guys know what I'm talking about, and it's a push on that one. But I did under 2. I put him on 2 different parlay things where I picked he's going to get under 2 takedowns because he doesn't hunt for it. He doesn't really look for it. Even though Charles Jourdain doesn't have the best takedown defense, I have Charles Jourdain now. I changed. I flipped my pick from earlier in the week from underdogs to favorite on this one, which is, you would think with all what you heard from the cappers, I know you guys heard it, Gene Silva, you would think he's the favorite, but I think it switched from what I heard. He's the favorite now.
Who is?
Gene Silva.
Hold on.
That's what I heard.
I got it right on. I got the DraftKings Sportsbook open. I'll check it out.
Because I want to say
right now, Charles Jourdain. Well, listen, this is live right now. I placed my bet right now. Charles Jourdain minus 118, Gene Silva minus 102. So they're pretty much even, but Jourdain is a slight favorite, but they're both minus money. So
I really like Jourdain here now, especially because I know he's never been knocked out, and I don't believe Gene Silva is going to be the first person that does it.
And plus, look at the face-offs and the missed weight and coming up the stairs all slow and stupid. Oh, that's pissed me off. That's why I'm picking Jourdain for sure. That's what pushed me over. I was on the fence. But that did it for me right there. Look, I think Silva's a better fighter and has a good future, but Jourdain should win this weekend. All Canadians can't lose together. Well, they can. I seen it happen in Montreal, or what was it, Toronto? Was it Toronto card? Like almost didn't every Canadian lose except for
dude, that was terrible.
The one in Vancouver, every Canadian won. Then they had the one in Toronto. And I think every Canadian on that card lost, except for maybe I think there might have been a girl, like maybe Jasmine Javicius or something, maybe was like the only Canadian winner on that entire card. So give me the guy in
Canadians, right? Robertson.
Hey, there. What are you in a hotel?
Yeah.
Awesome. Good for you.
Have laptop will travel.
Wow, look at you. How's the graduation?
Good. It's over. I think I got kicked out of there. They're let the kids play, let the kids have fun.
Kicked out. Were you being loud?
No. It's time for me to go. I'm a parent.
Shut it down.
Parent,
Shut it down.
You're
go home at this time.
You're being responsible. Good. Let your boy go out there and sow his oats.
Dude.
That's right.
Okay. Moving on.
Oh, you want to let's catch up to you.
Okay, well, I got cover what you're doing. Let me just give me 2 seconds. I didn't know you were gonna put me on right away. Hang on.
All right. Well, you were backstage looking at me, stupid. All right. Anyway, if there's two,
I feel like
one
Dave's
wins, the
about
other one
to,
loses.
dude. If Dave doesn't pick his own countrymen, and we are, I'm really gonna throw up. I'm really gonna be sick.
No, you'll be fine.
No, this guy better.
It'll be interesting to see what Dave has to say. All right. Weird. All right. Do you want to catch up from the beginning real quick? Like, give us a rundown. Look at slamming it, catching up. Jeez.
Yeah, I got the strong stuff, Dave. Look at this. Just in case. Michelob Ultra.
All right, you fucking guys. All right, I'm gonna get my beer now. Fuck guys.
You know what? Fuck it, dude. I'm gonna take a sip. I never drink. Kind of makes me weird, but it'll be entertaining.
You see where we're left off, Dave? We're on Charles Jourdain.
Okay, I don't have. Okay, so I'm in hotel. I don't have extra screens. I don't have anything up yet.
I know that's fine. We're covered all the way up here. I just want to catch you up.
Okay.
Like, I want to see where you're at. So starting from the beginning, I'm just gonna you tell me which side you're picking, and real quick, like
can I lie?
What?
Can I lie?
Yes.
Can you lie?
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Say whatever. All right. So Ricky Simon, Vinicius Oliveira.
Fuck you, Ricky Simon.
Oh no.
What?
Oliveira. TKO.
Oh my goodness. Already starting off wrong.
Disgusting.
All right. Carlos Hernandez, Ray Saruya.
Ray.
The
Submission.
Kid, right?
Submission. Round. Fuck, probably round 1. No, round 2.
Right.
Yeah, round 2.
Andre Arlovsky, Martin Boudet.
Oh. Am I an asshole if I pick like Boudet by boring decision?
No.
There we go.
That's pretty much what Real Fight picks.
Super smart, actually.
I did Andre Arlovsky by boring decision.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It might happen just because of the Arlovsky name and the judges. That's why I'm kind of like, but
and he knows how to win those points.
Yeah, that's it. He's got the experience. But still, Boudet's going to outweigh him and
Robertson.
Canadian.
There you
nice.
Just like us. We're all with you there. That's one we all agree upon.
Yep. Harley Quinn.
Peyton Talbert, Giannis Gamori already.
Talbot round 2 TKO.
Round 2 is good.
Talbot round 2. Knock him the fuck out.
And now finally, Charles Jourdain, John Silva. Now you can give your breakdown on this one because we just did ours, and we're both on the Jourdain side. But go ahead because I'm gonna go get a beer for myself and take a leak. So go ahead, Dave. Floor is yours.
Oh boy. Okay. Charles Jourdain, John Silva. Okay, let me see if I can bring up my file here. Oh, Crystal appreciates this because he knows that I've got all this on a fucking spreadsheet.
Nice.
But my mouse is
bullcrapping about that.
We're having technical difficulties. Okay, Charles Jourdain, John Silva. Okay, so all right, let's bring up some stats here. Charles Jourdain has the height advantage, reach is the same, age is pretty much the same. I think Jourdain's a year older. Striking goes to Jourdain. Wrestling goes to Silva. Attitude goes to Jourdain. Face-offs go to Jourdain. Weigh-ins going to Jourdain. man, he's been killing on his Instagram too, fucking dropping crazy shit. Yeah, no, I'm all in on Charles Jourdain on this one. I originally, when I first pre-picked this, I picked Silva, but after I've gone through the numbers, after I've gone through everything, after I've watched all the face-offs and all the interviews and everything else like that, and just gone deep on both of these guys, Charles Jourdain all day long. Can't go wrong with that pick. I don't know what the odds are. I've got nothing up right now. Like I said, you guys cut me with my pants down. But I like Charles Jourdain.
Actually, we just did the odds. We just checked the live odds, and it was Charles Jourdain minus 118. And on the other side with Silva, it was minus 102.
Yeah, fair.
Just checked it.
Fair.
Nice.
I still give the edge to Charles. I mean, he's got the experience. I appreciate Silva's, but Silva's fucking what? When was it? Does he have losses? Oh man, this is
he has
horrible.
2 losses, and they're weird too. They're like to some weird competition. Like,
yeah,
not
but
very good.
I don't care. It was so fucking. It's over 3 years ago. I don't give 2 shits. But I mean, honestly, besides Kevin Vallejos, fuck's his name. Besides his Contender Series fight, which was a guy who had a decent record. If not, he's a can crusher. So I need to be proven before he beats my tried, true, tested Canadian in this ring. Yeah, I do have a semi-Canadian parlay. It's only 2 fighters, but I guess you guys know who it is now. Robertson Jourdain. Parlay that shit all day long. It's a good parlay.
I like that parlay.
That's your Canuck parlay. Just 2. Don't do more than 2.
Are there? There's not. Oh, Marc-Andre Barrios on here.
Don't do that. Bad idea.
I didn't plan on it, but we'll get there soon. We'll get there in 2 fights. So moving on. You ready? Ready to move on? We looked at everything. We're good.
We're good to go. There's actually nice.
Okay, another one for my old person parlay. I do have an old person parlay, and it's Andre Arlovsky, Michelle Waterson Gomez, and this fella right here, Cub Swanson. Because Cub Swanson is a golden age of 40 years old, taking on Andre Fili, who's not a spring chicken himself yet, 34 years old. But Andre Fili minus 240. Both these guys have double-digit losses. But I'll tell you what, Cub Swanson's been closer to the belt than Andre Fili has. However, the big age gap, 40-39. That's what's pushing this line to go Philly's way. Because you look, loss win, 23-11 for touchy-feely. Let's check it out. Let's check his last few fights out. Okay, most recently lost to Dan Ige, round 1, got knocked out, taken out. He beat Lucas Almeida, who's not all that, round 1, taken out. Nathaniel Wood, the prospect, like 31-year-old prospect. But he lost to Nathaniel Wood, unanimous decision. He beat Bill Algeo. That's a good win right there. That is a very good win because I'm a fan of Bill Algeo. But look, split decision could have been a robbery. Every time you see split, you got to consider might have been a robbery. Then before that, lost to Joe Anderson Brito, had no contest with Daniel Pineda, lost to Bryce Mitchell. I mean, a lot of red peppered in here. Lost to Sadiq Youssef. I just don't like it. But then again, he's taking on an old Cub killer, Cub Swanson. Killer Cub Swanson, 40 years old. This guy is in his last. He's also win-loss type of guy. He beat Hakeem Dawodu, but that was a robbery. I think I'm pretty sure that was a robbery. I think I lost money on Hakeem Dawodu too. I mean, I bet him and Cub Swanson beat him. He lost Jonathan Martinez. Can't say anything bad about that. Beat Darren Damage Elkins. round one, but Darren Elkins was already damaged before that fight. This guy lost to Giga Chikadze. He did, but look at the experience. I know there's a lot of red here, but look how far this experience goes. Okay, look at how far. Look, I'm in the single digits of 2000. Look, he started his pro career in 2004, 20 years ago. And he was up there. Look, WEC, really? But this is when he was fighting the best of the best. Jose Aldo, Chad Mendez, Jens Pulver. I mean, he was losing to him, but still, look, he beat Charles Oliveira. And that is the Charles Oliveira that, he beat Dustin Poirier. Cub Swanson. This is the guy we're talking about that's a 2-1 underdog to touchy-feely, Andre Feely. Man, I don't know. I've been back and forth, but then I looked at the face-offs and I was like, oh, man, I don't know about this because Cub Swanson he's starting to show the age, and it's like you'll see after these smokes get off stage. Charles Jourdain, I got you, boy. Get off stage. You missed weight. Get off stage, Jean. Dana's just laughing at it. Don't worry, buddy. You got it. You got this fight. That's what he's saying right there. So I'm so behind on the chat too. Okay, so here's Andre Touchy-Feely, looking as like he always does, a little skinnier, but nice reach on the guy. He can strike. He's got the gap in his tooth. It's real charming and cute, and plays it off.
Yeah.
Look, Swanson won the Hakeem fight fairly. People be tripping. I don't know. I think a lot of people were upset about that. Same people tell you leg kicks shouldn't win fights. That's not leg kicks should. A lot of fights should be won leg kicks. But look at Cub Swanson. He's just starting to, I don't know, he's starting to show it, I think.
Looking rough.
Yeah. 40 years old, but he's looking 50.
It's a weathered 40.
It is. It Definitely is. He's looking Southern California. I don't. Yeah. So anyway, I want to go with Cub Swanson because he's such an underdog and he's been at a higher level than Touchy Andre Feely. But I just who knows what he's. I hope you guys can shed some light on this fight because I'm still stuck on the fence here between these two warriors. What are you thinking?
I've become more and more of a systems guy. Yeah, it's terrible, dude. You know what I mean? It takes away my originality, my creativity. But I'm gonna set up a couple systems and stick with them. This definitely falls. Look at. I'm not even gonna pick on his age. I'll keep the 45 and up. I'm never gonna bet money on somebody 45 and up. On this one, this 40, system, I'm never gonna. Well, it's okay. On this system, I'm never gonna bet anybody who came from Pride, Strikeforce, Bellator, or WEC. I'm not gonna take some guy who fought today who's fighting in 2024, who fought in WEC. I'm not doing it. Not gonna. And he looks crazy old. He has a bunch of kids. He looks like it's crazy how old he looks. And it's sad that we all age, and he's fighting
for the most.
I'm trying to say this politically correct, but you're like kind of like you're not the same Cub Swanson, so it's not fair. Like it's like Andre Feely's fighting Cub Swanson's dad right now, and I'm gonna go with Andre Feely to beat somebody's dad up at the barbecue like a young man should. And he's going to take him down. Cub Swanson, if he couldn't stop takedowns at 35,
it's true.
How is he going to stop takedowns with his old 40-year-old knees at 40 years old? And he's been subbed just like out of nowhere. He's not good. He's been subbed like 5 times or something like that. All chokes, I think. So I got to go with Andre Fili. I feel like this is a good parlay piece for me. If I'm going to do that, I'll figure out a way to use him in one of my little stupid underdog prize picks. Fucking pick 6. I'll probably use the takedowns or strikes or some shit. But maybe not. Anyways, I got Fili.
Dave, who you got?
Man, 4 inches, 7 years. You know what? I could take the 40-year-old, but at this weight class, it's fucking so hard to do. And Touchy's got so much
he looks
talent.
decent on the scale.
I know, but it's at 40 years old. It's not a weight class to be fighting at 40 years old. You need your speed. That's the first thing that goes is your speed.
It's right there. That's the borderline.
145 pounds?
Borderline. Yeah. You're full of shit, dude. It's a borderline for heavyweight.
Flyweight, you could say
205 is a borderline at that age. 205 is a borderline, and that's all. I'm sorry, not the 185, not the one. No. 205 is your borderline weight at that age.
Yes.
There's 145. Are you fucking kidding me?
Borderline. That's the borderline.
Did you see this comment right here?
Touchy's gonna.
Wife, ringer, whole family UFC. They eat it, they shit it, they sleep. Everything's UFC for these guys, for this whole family. So I don't know. You guys are both going Fili. I don't know. Something's pulling me to Killer Cub Swanson. Maybe it's that droopy titty right here. That's what's doing it for me. I don't know. But
mark my words. Ranch. Cub Swanson in 6 months, within a year, will be fighting for BKFC or Karate Combat within 1 year. We're gonna see.
I agree. It's the last UFC fight for Cub Swanson.
You were missed around here.
Yeah, well, him.
Sorry, am I the reality check?
And Andre Arlovsky could have a 3-way retirement party at UFC 303. A 3-way retirement party.
Awesome. It works out well. Ending careers. UFC 303, finishing careers off.
The end of the road to the UFC.
The end of the road.
That's a good one. End of the road to UFC.
Let's put a video.
Let's fight. Get the fuck out
together.
Michelle Larson should even be there.
Bare Knuckles Swanson would be amazing.
It would be amazing.
Do you know how expensive Andre Arlovsky is for the UFC?
Yeah, it's like $100,000 per fight.
That name in the UFC?
I don't know.
He's out. This is it. No more. His draw is gone. He's not bringing in what he might
win. That's why he might win tomorrow by points. All right, moving up the card. You guys are both on Fili. I think I'm gonna go Cub side. I don't know. I really shouldn't, but
no.
How about doing a young person's parlay? You know what I mean?
Hey, so if you were going to bet Paraguay versus Brazil, you bet them.
Who? Japanese kid, Joe Pfeiffer, and who else is young on here?
You do Robertson and fucking Fili.
What? They're not. Fili's not young. He's like 34. Not young.
I mean, dude,
a young parlay would be Ray Saruya and Peyton Talbot. And Joe Pfeiffer would probably be a young person parlay. Everybody else is up. Maybe Ian Gary might even make that. How old's Ian Gary? He's like
Ian Gary.
That's not how I meant it. I meant it to be like 7 years difference, but go with the younger.
Anti-old parlay, then the anti-old person parlay.
The anti-old person parlay differential, the age differential parlay.
So you mean take Philly Robertson and Budai?
Oh, I'm on that one.
I love that.
I like that. That'll work.
That's such a good one.
That'll
I want
work.
to write that shit down, dude. I want to see how it
That
plays
might
out.
that might happen. That might happen.
We call it the age differential parlay.
I'd rather hit with the old person parlay because the plus money's ridiculous, but
Dude, you're such a purist.
they make more money when these old guys bust parlays. They sure do, Crystal. That's what I'm saying. So one of these old guys is gonna win. One of these old people are gonna win. I should straight bet them all too. Anyway, let's move up the card. Next, can one of you guys introduce this? It's Joe Pyfer and Mark Andre Barrio. Power.
You know what? I know enough about these guys. I don't need my fucking screens up. I could probably do this.
You can do it.
Okay.
Wait, I got you.
Okay. No, I got this.
I'll share screen. You want me to share Tapology, or do you want me to just play this one?
No, just leave it the way it is. You put whatever the hell you want on there. I'm gonna go with. I'll start with Joe. Whew. Fuck. Last fight. Jack Hermanson. Loss. Sucked. Needs to come back. Really needs to fucking come back from that loss, because before that he was legitimate on a huge fucking winning streak, beating Abdul Rakazan. Here we go. GM3. He beat my legend, motherfucker, asshole. He beat Arlen Amdovsky. Oh yeah, and then Ozzy Diaz. So I mean, this is his 5th fight, and I think this is contract renewal time, bitches. This is the time where we have to prove ourselves and re-sign the contract. Marc-Andre, MAB, I love you, my Canadian. It's the only one I'm fading this fucking fight. Lost against Chris Curtis, split decision. I don't think it was that close of a split decision. Previous to that, one beat a football player, and before that, beat Julian Marquez. Knocked him out. Julian Marquez, not too impressive. And he lost to Fluffy Hernandez. So, I mean, I love my Canadian. He is coming off of a loss off of Chris Curtis, split decision. And like I said, Chris Curtis, I think should have fucking owned that contest, but whatever. It is what it is. But I'm all in on Joe Pyfer on this one. I'll bring up some stats. Let me see if I can. Do I even have stats for these guys? Oh, I'm sure I do. I apologize. Here we go. Joe Pyfer, 3.66 versus 6.19.
We can't see him, right? I can't see him.
If I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I can't. I'm going off my spreadsheet. 3.66 versus 6.19 as far as strikes landed for Joe Pyfer. For Marc-Andre Barrio. I get it. Marc-Andre Barrio is going to have the volume, but I think Joe Pyfer, if you've watched his Instagram, if you watch his training reels, if you watch what's going on, he is up and coming. He is not fucking around. This fight, I believe, will go to the ground in the first 20 seconds, where Marc-Andre Barrio is going to be on his back. Then he's going to be backing himself up to the cage. Then he's going to be back against the cage. Another double leg takedown. I see huge control time. I see huge volume for Pyfer on this one. Unfortunately, Marc-Andre Barrio doesn't have a chance as far as I'm concerned. And once again, another old guy I'm fading. What is he, 5-6 years younger? I got
That's
Joe
a good
Pyfer.
breakdown. Yeah, it's a 6-year age difference. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, this is going down the ground real quick.
Probably make the old man parlay as well.
Yeah, I think he's around 33.
He's 34.
He's still young though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it kind of counts, but it's not as powerful. It's not as strong.
Marc-Andre Barrio is not making my Canadian parlay.
It's also at 185 where you can be upper 30s.
I think they're trying to get Pyfer back in the win column, and it's a pretty good win.
for sure. Didn't Dana buy him a house or something? One of those.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's
rented him or
training with
something.
all those Philadelphia monsters like Sean Brady and Oscar. All those dudes in Philly, like Machado Jiu-Jitsu and Renzo Gracie Jiu-Jitsu and all that Philadelphia Jiu-Jitsu guy, all those guys. But Joe Pfeiffer can also strike. This guy can punch too. So yeah, I'm definitely he's one of my more confident picks on this card, even though I'm showing Marc-Andre Barrio because I couldn't find Joe Pfeiffer's thing real quick. Power bar. But yeah, I'm on Pfeiffer here. Let's look at the face-offs with these boys.
What did Pfeiffer show us in his loss against Hermanson? He showed us that he can win 2 rounds.
You know what? Hermanson is so underrated. Hermanson's good, man. He's one of my top. He's like my top 10 favorite all-time fighters. Jack Hermanson. Yeah, and I had that pick.
You had Hermanson?
I did. I picked the. I think I wanted. Then I won a T-shirt bet or something. That card.
That was a great pick. If that's who you picked.
I did. That is definitely who I picked. We can go back and look at the footage. Here's Pfeiffer. Because that was also it was a fight night main event, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was a 5-round fight, and he won.
Yeah,
2 rounds.
Definitely.
He's gonna win 2 out of 3 rounds.
I'm not gonna face off.
Joe Pfeiffer's gonna win this year. This is the setup for him. This is they're feeding him Marc-Andre Barrio as a good comeback victory from that one. You guys are
I think Marc-Andre Barrio knows it too.
Yeah, but he's still gonna get a check, so he's just doing his job.
That's exactly why he's there. He's there to get paid.
I'll do my job. I'll go and get my check. Marc-Andre Barrio on DraftKings Sportsbook is plus 250. Joe Pfeiffer is minus 310. That line moved because I already put Pfeiffer in a parlay app. He was like minus 280 when I did it. So money's been coming in on Joe Pfeiffer. So get in it while it's hot. All right. Mm-hmm. Now that was the feature fight of the prelims. Now we're gonna get into the curtain jerker of the main card. Here we go. This one, oh my God. I spent more time researching these two fighters more so than anybody else on this entire card. We have Ian Machado Gary taking on Michael Venom Page. And these guys, I spent so much time, way too much time on this. Right now,
you should have just called me.
You should have called me.
I'm gonna get into it because I could put Michael Venom Page on the old man parlay as well because he's up.
Yes, you can.
37, right?
You can.
I think he's 37. Okay. Anyways, MVP is plus 136 right now, and Ian Machado Gary minus 162.
As a matter of fact, you guys just take Budai off and replace him with Ian Gary right now. That's what I'm gonna do.
Done.
What?
Enough.
There you go. We're gonna take off Budai because he sucks.
Yeah. You shouldn't. I'm picking Arlovsky anyway. Well, I don't know if I'm with you there because okay. I think MVP is one of the most elusive. I saw an interview with Kevin Holland, and Kevin Holland said Michael Page is so slick and elusive. He's like, I didn't know where he was coming from. He's like, he was not even he wouldn't even be like, he goes, I'm a new fan. This is Kevin Holland who just Michael Page's most recent fight, He's like, he goes, I'm a fan, and I see Michael Page doing a lot of big things in this organization. and that's come from Kevin Holland, we just beat, and his UFC debut.
Kevin Holland smokes
And
more
I was
than me. Doesn't count.
What's that?
Kevin Holland smokes more weed than me. He had no idea what was coming. He wasn't ready.
That's not true, Dave.
That's no way that's true.
That's definitely not true.
that was
a hot wife parlay. Swanson, Jourdain, and Gary. They do all have hot wives. We could do that one. But anyway, he was saying how he goes, I've in my whole time fighting, I've never fought anybody quite as slick and elusive as Michael Page, which I was like, okay, Kevin Holland, okay, I like that. So as you all know, he is from Bellator, and he has taken some losses. He's been beat. Douglas Lima knocked him out with an uppercut way back in 2019. Okay, so he has had a flaw here and there, and he lost in bare knuckle to Mike Perry, and I don't even know why he was fighting bare knuckle against Mike Perry. Mike Perry's phenomenal in bare knuckle. You can't take him down or anything. But you know what happened? I heard a breakdown of that fight. Mike Perry did phone boxing, because Mike Perry's shorter and more compact, so he did phone booth boxing where you get in the inside so much that the guy with the longer reach really can't get the space, and Mike Perry comes at you relentlessly. He doesn't give you space. He's right on the inside, just beating you up, beating your body up the whole time. Anyway, Ian Machado, Gary, I have nothing really. I don't care if he's a cock, any of that crap. I don't care about any of that. As a fighter, he's good, man. This dude is good, and the second coming of Connor, and he just because they're both from Dublin doesn't mean he's like. I think he's his own fight. I think he might be better than Connor, to be honest with you. But anyway, I don't think he. That's why I've been back and forth, and he is how old is he? He is 26. That's the big red flag. But Michael Venom Page is 11 years older. But I don't know if Ian Gary's ever seen the slick style like that Michael Page is going to bring him. Because look at Jeff Neal's probably, Kanan Song. See this one right here? He rocked him. Didn't he rock him in the round one? Did he get a knockdown? I don't know if he got a knockdown, but I know he shook him bad round one. That's Kanan Song. I mean, really. Okay. Jeff Neal's probably the best striker that he's faced, and that's not really saying much. None of these guys can, strike nearly as fast or as good or as on point as Michael Page. So, yeah, I don't know. Someone's going to have to help me, but right now I'm leaning Michael Page. I know he's 11 years older, but he's still prime and he's still slick, and those spinning elbows from down in the uppercut elbows that he does and stuff. This stuff is phenomenal. I know he's like a showboat entertainer, and Ian Machado Gary's more of a we want to get the job done thing. That's what We Want Picks Jacobs was saying, but still, I think I might have to go with Michael Page right now, unless you guys convince me otherwise. What do you think?
Wow. Well, when you were talking about Kevin Holland talking about how elusive Michael Venom Page is, it made me think of that video game Mortal Kombat where you can do the move where all of a sudden you're behind your opponent and then you hit him and then you can go back to being in front of him. That's probably what he meant by where he didn't know where Kevin Holland or he didn't know where MVP was coming from. That's what I picture. But I remember watching MVP one of his fights when he was fighting in Bellator. He was fighting against, I think it was a guy named Diego Lima, who also fought for the UFC, but then went over to Bellator.
Knocked him out.
Well, I watched both of those fights, and I honestly thought Lima won the second fight as well. And I want to say they gave it to MVP because they needed to, because he was one of their, like charismatic fighters. And there was something that was like Diego Lima had it figured out from the beginning of the fight. It's not something that, oh, I got hit, I need to figure this out. He already had it figured out. And I watched the interview with Ian Gary, and he actually imitates Michael Venom Page's style, and he imitates him. And that kind of is a tell
on this guy.
He already can read him. And Michael Venom Page, they asked him to imitate Ian Gary, and there's no way possible he could have did it. He's just like, oh, I don't want to waste my energy. But he can't do it because he doesn't have Ian Gary figured out. And I think MVP is going to be exposed. I don't think Kevin Holland is that great. He's pretty tough, and he's a tough guy. He could, maybe kick my ass. But I think that Ian Gary can beat Kevin Holland easy too. I think Ian Gary can go. I think the only person Ian Gary can lose to is Shavkat in that division. I think Ian Gary will go undefeated until he fights Shavkat.
Yes. Right now, yes. Right now.
So
give him some time.
Give me Ian Gary. Easy. Hey, you know what? I gave you guys under 2 takedowns for underdogs. You get plus money when you add him as one of your picks. That's Ian Gary to finish. He makes your little payout much better. I picked Ian Gary to finish on one of those. I have Ian Gary all the way. It's not even a question. Like, I'm so glad this is. I wish I could. This would be on my parlay, young person parlay right here. I want to hit the mic because.
Okay. My turn.
Oh,
super confident.
Yeah. Yes, go ahead.
I don't think people are understanding. I get it. Ian Gary got some huge backlash from his Instagram with his wife and his trainer or his nutrition or whatever the fuck it was. They're all living together and the fucking Ian Gary has a new baby. MVP is a Bellator fighter who has just come over, and you know what? Dana gave him a good one, gave him a couple wins, which is nice. But yeah, Ian Gary's that. I think he is better than Connor. Like, I really do. And from what I've seen in my research, he's been working on his ground game as well. Because he knows he needs. He was very one-dimensional beforehand. Now he's not so much. MVP bouncing style, yeah. Okay, expect a knee. Expect a spinning back kick. It's going to happen during the fight. You know what's going to happen. Bouncy style. Loved him in Bellator. Was great when he's coming on. Dana welcomed him with a win. Congratulations against Holland. Holland, I think, was on his way out, and if Holland's going to tell me that he was like mystified by MVP, yeah, Holland, you're not that good. Honestly, you're good, but you're not that good. You're not MVP good. MVP is way better than you are, but unfortunately, Ian Gary is better than that. I do not see Ian Gary getting his first loss in the UFC with a new kid, with his new training program that he's been doing, working on his ground game, considering he has insane volume compared to MVP. Like, it's just, I don't see any way MVP can finish him, which sucks. But yeah, Ian Gary all day long.
Did you watch Kanan's song fight Ian Gary? Did you watch that fight? Go watch that fight. Watch round 1 again.
Yes, I did.
Watch where Kanan's song rocks Ian Gary, almost finishes him in round 1. Comes close.
Yes.
Almost. If it was a different ref, they might have stopped it. You think I'm making this up? Go look at it for yourself, Dave.
Bro, you know who else got rocked? Khabib got rocked by Michael Johnson.
This is the
you know what I mean?
Ian Gary, yes, here. MVP is got. I hope he signed more than a 3-fight contract in the UFC, because this is number 2 and this is a loss. So he's going to have win, loss, and then he's going to have one more fight after this to be able to prove himself. But yeah, and he'll probably win that one and then re-sign. I get it. Ian Gary's not getting a loss here.
Speaking the truth.
Ian Gary's not getting a loss here.
Preach, bro.
With the baby pics. Can you go to his Instagram? Show
And
me his
here's the other thing.
Show me his
Think about
Instagram.
levels.
Baby pics.
Look what Kelvin Gastelum did to Daniel Rodriguez. Look what Ian Gary did to Daniel Rodriguez.
MVP is more worried about his restaurants than he is anything else, or his restaurant or his promotions or his. Mind you, I really liked his Nina Drama interview. It was fucking pretty awesome. I laughed my ass off the whole fucking interview. It was a great interview. I'm actually starting to like Nina now, just because of that interview. But
she's funny.
She is good. Regardless, I just see too many distractions for one person, and I see a very focused, undefeated, up-and-comer.
And Ian Gary, he said the best thing himself. He tries to be hurtful. He told MVP, he's like, he couldn't even be champion in Bellator, which is true. He could never be champion in Bellator. And we, the three of us, we think Ian Gary have potential to be champion in UFC. Just look at it that way. How could anybody pick MVP? It's just crazy.
I'm not that confident, but I'm very comfortable. I mean, I know MVP's got shit. He's got a striker's chance. But Ian Gary, he's so much faster. He doesn't bounce around. He's a stable guy.
No way.
Okay. Who's going to be moving forward in this fight? Who's going to be moving forward aggressing?
T-shirt bet.
Who's going to be moving forward every single step of the way, and who's going to be backing up the whole time?
Bro, even Anderson Silva stopped being able to do his little shuck and jive. Weidman caught up to him. This isn't going to end well for,
No, MVP got his first fight given to him to the UFC. This one here, she's a loss. Go for a dive, MVP, because you're going swimming.
Oh, man.
You should bet that shit. And Ranj told me still.
Funny.
Look at MD Terp. MD Terp cares about your win percentage when it comes to betting. He cares about your T-shirts.
Fucking wardrobe.
Yeah, I'm still not sold on it. I think MVP is something that he's unique. You're not going to find another fighter like MVP.
I think he's amazing. No, don't. Okay, I'm sorry. I kind of went off on fucking MVP.
Will be the aggressor and is much faster.
But Gary will win somehow.
I know, but
I just don't know how.
An unpredictable style, which will in Bellator all day long. Unpredictable style. You don't know where it's coming from. You got this guy who's been in the gym for fucking couple years. Who's fucking coming out. MVP's going to dial him up all day long. UFC is a different class, and now he's going up against an undefeated Ian Gary, who. What else does Ian Gary do besides train and fight and have his fucking ex or his wife's ex fucking guy even feeding him man, the commitment's there. I'm sorry. MVP, too many distractions, too many other business obligations, too many other things. Ian Gary is the most focused motherfucker.
Right there. Did you see that? Right there. Did you see that? That's the shit. That's what I'm talking about. What? He practices and it's boom. It's so fit. Boom. That's what's going to happen to Ian Gary tomorrow. Right there.
Okay. T-shirt bet.
Yeah. I already asked for it. You're like, oh,
God.
Dave's
getting a T-shirt.
Lose another T-shirt.
I'll put $100 side bet on it. You want to do a $100 side bet?
No. No, I'll bet a $30 T-shirt. I'm doing a $100 side bet on MVP to beat Ian Gary, but I think
I'll put you $100 for Gary.
I'm not. No, I'm plus money here. You're fucking minus 162. You're $100 straight. Why don't you give me some juice?
I almost think that he would finish him.
I'm not stupid. I'm not.
Hang on a second. Let me think about finishing him. Hang on.
You know what? There's that. What's that? There's a site we can do it. It's called Bet Only. Bet Only.
It's called fucking texting. You fucking honor system. You're coming over. I'm seeing you in 2 weeks.
Right.
I'll beat the fuck out of you.
Shit. Good luck. You better start training now.
I'm 6'2", 200 pounds. I got you.
Let's see. More black, more dog, more Irish. With Tom Ass. Like it. But well, yeah, we'll definitely t-shirt bet this. Oh, I can't wait.
On it.
I owe you 3, right? I do. I owe you 3.
What's the 4? When do I get a new car?
What's 4? You could trade 4 in for a one of those fake belts off the UFC website.
Oh.
All right, moving up the card, we have the female fight between Mayra Bueno Silva taking on Macy Chiasson. I don't know. This should be on the undercard, but whatever. It is what it is.
Yes.
For sure.
What's that?
I agree. We're all in agreement.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
Bueno Silva comes in 10-3-1. Macy Chiasson's 9-3. Share this tab instead of awesome Michael Venom Page. Okay. Mayra Bueno Silva always looks like she's about ready to cry, doesn't it? Every single picture I see her, even like everything, she always looks like she's about ready to cry. Yeah. Taking on the handsome Macy Chiasson. Very handsome girl. Chiasson's coming off a win against Piani Khanzad submission. This Irene Aldana, that's where she upkicked her to the liver. It says right there. But I couldn't believe she went down from that. But she did. Irene Aldana, I guess she's a little stronger than she looks. She beat Norma Dumont, split decision. That's a great win. Lost to Raquel Pennington, and she beat Marion Renault, but that was, I think, her retirement fight. Marion Renault, I think that was the last one. She might have had a different fight to retire. But here's Mayra Bueno Silva coming off her loss to Raquel Pennington. That was for a belt. She had a why was this a no contest? Was somebody what happened here against Holly Holm? Do you remember? Was there some drug
using
involved?
She was on
Adderall,
ADHD.
Right? Yeah. Adderall. She was on Adderall. 2 words. Shoot box. Oh yeah, Ian Gary's also been training the shoot box down in Brazil. But regardless, we're on this Brazilian.
Yeah. Go Ian Gary all day long. Yeah. I just got another t-shirt off it.
Soon rounds with Morgan. We'll see. I can't wait till I hope MVP knocks him out in the first round. But okay, before the Adderall thing with Holly Holm, she beat Lena Landsberg, garbage. Stephanie Edgar, garbage now. Yanan Wu, that's who that Japanese kid looks like with his braids. Ray Saruria looks like Yanan Wu with braids. Looks like I'm not even gonna bring it back up, but there's this tap out or Instagram picture. I'm like, holy shit, is that Yanan Wu? Nope, it's Saruria. Anyway,
little racist.
All right, she lost to Amanda Ferrell. This is Mayra Bueno Silva. She's just, I don't know. For some reason, I'm picking Macy Chiasson. I think Chiasson is the bigger girl. I think there's more routes to victory because Chiasson she's better. I think her grappling's, but I'm not saying her jujitsu, but her like wrestling scrambles, her weight control. If she does wrestle, she's out of Fortis down in Texas. I think she's got better striking than Mayra Bueno Silva. Something's telling me lean Macy Chiasson, so that's the way I'm going to go. I think this is a pretty evenly lined fight, if I remember correctly.
I don't have my stats on this one, so Lupe, you're gonna have to help me on this one. But I believe if you look at Silva's, how many takedowns does what's Silva's takedown average? Like I think it's 0 point something.
Even -110 both sides, by the way.
Yeah, but I think like Silva has for like 0 takedown game. Like
I don't know.
Absolutely. Help me out.
Real motherfucking fight night pit or fight.
Can you guys see it?
Go ahead and read it.
I can't see it.
Ranch. You're gonna get us
there.
demonetized. You can't see it, Dave.
You can't see it.
It's 0.68. 0.68. Your point is
do it. Fucking do it. Girl has no. What's Macy's?
Macy's is 2.38. 2.38. But do you want to go down to the ground? Is the question. I don't think
beat her up on the feet. You can beat up on the cage. You can beat up on the ground. Macy, take your pick. You have choices in this fight. You can kick this. You are bigger than her. You have the reach advantage. You are heavier than her. You have more ground experience. You have better striking. Macy, take your choice by decision. She's not that good. She's not going to finish him. But yeah, Macy by decision. Help me out. All right, that's my choice. I'm out.
Okay. Okay, so here's what it comes down to. Like, I realized you got a grappler in Maya Buenasilva versus striker and Macy Chiasson. I guess she wrestles a little bit too, obviously. And if she takes this fight down to the ground, that's Maya Buenasilva's world. I think Maya Buenasilva prefers to be down on the ground. She's going to try to take it. And she's one of those that chases takedowns. I seen her try to do it against Marina Moroz, and she got pieced up. She kept getting pieced up on the feet because she doesn't have her hands aren't that good. Maya Buenasilva doesn't have the hands. Macy's a more efficient striker. She's longer and she's a little bit taller. The size difference was gonna a little bit of a. I thought it was gonna be more of an advantage for Macy.
When you
see them, when you see them face off,
look at Macy's cauliflower ear. You don't see many women with cauliflower ear.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Oh yeah, no, you're fucked. Do not go on the ground with this girl. She's gonna own you. She's so much bigger. She has a bigger reach. She's heavier. She's taller. She has more wrestling. You're telling me Silva's got some ground game? How many fights do you have on those stats? Like what? 5, 6 at least? She's not a new girl. This is not. She's very one-dimensional. I don't even think this is close.
I'm going to write this down just because I know, so I can say I said it. But I'm going to play the split decision prop. You know what I'm going to try to do? I'm going to play Macy on the over with strikes on something. So I'm just taking notes for myself, guys. But I'm going to go with Macy Chiasson. You guys switched my pick. I have Maya Buenasilva. I had no underdogs until this right now. That gives it my other picks
They're
away.
even. Minus 110 both sides. There's no underdog on this fight.
Crystal, I'll put my money up on you, boy. Crystal, DM me. I'll put $100 on this.
You're crazy. It's a girl fight. Don't put $100. What are those bunny pilsners hitting you already? $100 on a stupid girl fight. Macy Chiasson and Mara No Bueno Silva. Come on, Dave. You're nuts. What did you get? A big bonus or something?
Crystal's all over
away. You're throwing away money.
I don't have a job anymore.
You're getting paid still. I know your deal.
Yeah, exactly. You know, MD Terp, the chat is on point right now with this fight.
I know.
So I'm not too sure what the fuck I'm gonna do. Because if you think about it, the value kind of you know, I want plus money if I'm taking Macy. I don't want to bet even money for Macy and Buenasilva. I want plus money for taking Macy because Buenasilva's, you know, say what you want, but she has fought for a belt. She did finish Holly Holm. You know, Macy Chiasson, she's been submitted before. She's been taken down. Macy Chiasson has been taken down, but Maya Buenasilva has shown not to be able to take people down. The chat is on point. If I'm just hoping Macy's fight IQ holds up. Since I didn't have any dogs, I do want to take. Well, I mean, she's not a dog; she's even money. Damn, you guys are on Macy Chiasson, right?
This fight didn't remind me that Pennington was champ.
Thank you.
I know. I'm forgetting that.
Reality strikes. Fuck.
That's crazy. Raquel Pennington's champ. That blows me away. If you took Macy at plus 140, that's a good bet. Even money, no way.
Yeah, even money, no way. How do you?
Yeah. I don't bet women's fights anyway, but
I'm
I
taking
do
Buena
pick one on
Silva.
Japology. So
I'm taking Buena Silva. Official bet.
okay,
Buena Silva.
so
I'm leaving her in Tapology. Buena Silva.
all right. You're on Buena Silva. Dave and I are both
By
on
sub.
Macy. Macy Chazon.
I have Macy in like 10 DraftKings lineups. That's how
What? Okay,
split I am.
out of that. I was
Yeah,
confident,
easily.
not that confident.
You took Macy Chase out.
I did.
What? She might be the only underdog that wins on this card, on this whole fight card. That's
She's
how I
not
feel
an
about
underdog
this.
anymore.
But I mean, on
Stop
with
saying
DraftKings,
that.
she is.
She was. She
With
was.
DraftKings, she is.
DraftKings, yeah, DraftKings.
She's cheap. She's cheap. She's $7,400 on there.
Okay, what's next?
All right. Anthony Lionheart Smith taking on Roman Dolidze.
Oh, do you want to see face-offs? No, hang on a second. I want to see face-offs for that
yeah,
fight.
I keep forgetting about that. All right, let me rock those face-offs. Did we watch them?
I don't know, but I want to see face-offs before we fucking move on. Because I
All
need
right.
to see Silva, I need to see Silva like a tiny little mouse compared to this huge motherfucking Macy. Help me out. Show me some good things.
No, they size up like pretty equal.
No, really? No. Macy better be bigger. Like way bigger. Because Macy's going to control her on the ground and just be heavy. I'm hoping. Ian Gary all day long.
Ian Gary all hyped up for nothing. That's what I say. Fuck that guy. Ian Gary. Fuck him. They're not that different in size. I think Chazon's a little bit taller, isn't she?
I thought she was. She should have the.
Oh, look,
she should have the
long
size
arms are
advantage and the
prone to
reach advantage. Crystal, DM me. I will put
There
my
she
money
is.
where my mouth is.
That's what she said.
That looking like a man.
I like
She
that
does
kind
look
of
like
look.
a- Come on.
Oh, that's a man hug right there.
Kind of get like the best of both worlds, you know?
That manly
Pretty
look,
sure you kick Dana's
that
ass.
testosterone look.
Yeah, you get like the woman, but yet you still get that feel. You feel safe, kind of.
Okay, the next 10 seconds will either confirm or fucking deny my
You don't
fucking
take
choice.
personal bets from people he likes, Steve. Because it sucks having to collect, right? I hear you, Crystal.
Dude, I'm so happy you're here, Dave. It would have been weird, like breaking down future fights, especially the Lopes Ortega fight, without you here.
Well,
Oh,
I'll
fuck.
tell you what.
No. I don't want to break that
Silva's
one down.
definitely has more up top than Macy. That's for sure.
Let's see. Oh yeah, she does. She's
Oh,
wearing like 3 sports bras.
Fuck. Oh, she's thick.
Yeah.
Who's going to have the weight
It
here?
is thick.
Who's going to have the weight advantage? I thought she had the... Really?
They're both
Fuck.
135, Dave. They just weighed today. Tomorrow, who knows? Because Macy could probably eat some
That's why I
calories
took
too.
Buena
She's
Silva.
taller.
Oh, fuck.
She's
She's
fitting in
taller.
the
Okay.
frame.
All right. I'm still on Macy.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I'll take dog here.
Yeah, I'm on Macy as well. I've had her for a while. I'm not a fan of Bueno. No bueno. No bueno, Silva. No bueno. All right. Now, can we move on now? We're done
Yeah.
with
Oh,
that
yeah, we're
bit.
done.
Can we go on to
We covered it.
all right. Next, we have Anthony Lionheart Smith taking on Roman Dolidze. I guess I haven't checked his Instagram out, but I'm dying to see Roman Dolidze's Instagram because I think there's a picture of him holding him and Cheyenne's baby by the ankle. Like I saw a glimpse of it when I on Dogger Pass podcast, I think it was. So we're gonna check this out right now. We have real quick, Anthony Smith. You know, he's coming off that great upset victory over Vitor Petrino. Great for him. Cost me a little bit of money, not too much though, but good for Anthony Smith putting the first loss to Vitor Petrino. Love that. Before that, knocked out by Khalil Roundtree. He beat Ryan Spanish split decision, and he lost to Johnny Walker, who's not looking good now after last week. No time, Ozdemir. And before that, he lost to Magomed Ankalaev. You can give him a buy on that one because that guy's awesome. The Caucasian Roman Dolidze. He's coming off 2 losses, one to Nasruddin Imavov and the other one to Marvin Vettori. Before that, though, he was coming through the ranks, beating my boy Jack Hermanson. He beaten Phil Hawes and beaten Kyle Dawkins. Kyle Dawkins. But yeah, this should be an interesting fight. They're both 35. I thought Anthony Smith was older until I looked at this earlier, but no, they're both, 35, 11 months, 3 days, 35, 11 months, 2 weeks. They're so close in age. I never knew. I thought Anthony Smith was much older for some reason.
He is.
He's not. It's 30. They're both 35, dude.
In life, he's older.
He
in
is
CTE,
older.
He's older. In punches to the head, he's older. In lack of teeth,
absolutely.
In lack of teeth,
remember
definitely.
that fight where he got, the guy's teeth knocked out, handed to the
yeah,
ref. Like
my teeth,
beast.
Yeah.
Okay, so Roman Dolidze, I want to find that picture. He's holding up, and he definitely did something. Look at the hair. He definitely did something here with his hair. See that?
I can't see it.
Share this. I'm sorry. See this? That's all new. That's new hair. He didn't have that the last time he was fighting. So anyway, you can see, check. Oh, this looks like the day he got the hair. But this was here's that. Look, I think that's him and Cheyenne Vlismas and his baby right there.
My future and my kids.
Yeah, my future and my kids. I remember Cheyenne Vlismas got pregnant from him. Then it has to be. I mean, it doesn't say it here, but you would imagine if the rumors are true.
MMA Jesus, he goes to random pictures, bro. He's in every random picture, liking the picture.
Did I just see his name in here? Oh,
right
down
here,
here,
this picture.
I like it too. It's great.
He does. I can't believe he does that much research.
Got the new hair in, the plugs. I love it. I love the plugs. I want to find a older picture without the plugs, like that, like this one. This one is pre-plugs. You don't see the bangs. You know what I mean? That was before the
hairline's different.
Anyway, back to who's going to win this fight. I'm on the Georgian Roman Dolidze. I'm not taking anything away from Anthony Smith, but good show against Vitor Petrino, but I think Anthony Smith, his best days are definitely behind him. And I don't know. He could make the same age, but man, he seems like you guys said, in fighting years, he's an older guy. He's taken much more damage than Roman Dolidze has. This is another one of those close fights. I hate betting it. So I'm not confident either way. To be fair, I'm going to check out Anthony Smith's thing while you guys are breaking this down. So go ahead, whoever.
Okay, so
Real Mother. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so Anthony Smith, he has 56 fights. 56 fights.
That's he's fucking insane.
Wait. He's only won decision out of those 56 fights 3 times. He's only won a decision. The rest of those fights that he won, all finishes, which is kind of crazy. Here's the problem, though. Doldiz has never been finished, never been knocked out. He's never been subbed. So, it's hard to pick, let's say, Anthony Smith by decision. But if there's any fight he can win by decision, it's kind of this one. I know he fought 8 weeks ago, so I don't know if cutting weight 2 times, that close is gonna hurt him in this fight. I know that he was the last one to weigh in. He was there just before the cutoff with the box of shame, and he weighed in at 206. So because I feel like this fight ends in a finish, I'm going to pick Dolidze because he's never been finished. And the only thing that makes me hesitant is I'm just guessing right now because I didn't watch like a bunch of their tape. I've seen them both fight a lot. Who hasn't seen Anthony Smith fight? But Anthony Smith has all the tools. He has leg kicks, and that's why I feel like he could get Dolidze like to kind of act outside of himself, to kind of like rush in and get caught with something. I don't know what Dolidze, if he has good leg kicks or not. And Anthony Smith is going to be the naturally bigger. He's going to be the bigger fighter because he fights in 205, and he doesn't fight in middleweight. Dolidze fights in middleweight and light heavyweight, and you can tell at the face-off that Anthony Smith is just the bigger, more brute guy. Even though you would think Dolidze with that beard is more brute, but it's not the case. I'm still picking Dolidze. I'm still picking him. I'm picking him because he's durable, and I feel that's going to be most important in this fight. I feel like he can touch Anthony Smith's chin one time, and Anthony Smith will go out. I don't feel that way about Anthony Smith touching Dolidze's chin. I feel like he's going to hang in there. So I see like a late second round stoppage, knockout, TKO for Dolidze.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
That's going to be my pick. End scene.
Let's see. And I'll take over. Okay, Dolidze is going to have the advantage on the ground, I think. He's not the taller fighter, but that's not going to matter where he takes him down and fucking owns him on the ground. I think this is another fight where I see it going down to the ground within the first 20 seconds. Roman's got some good striking. So does Smith. I get it. Smith doesn't have any teeth because of that striking. So, I mean, it's not that good. And yeah, man, he's a weathered fighter. You told me how many fights he has. It's insane. But
he's very active.
Yeah, he's very active. But I do see Dolidze being just the more refined MMA athlete who has the full package and is going to be able to own him on the ground. I get it. Smith is going to be taller. He's probably going to – actually, you know what? Fight night, they might weigh in pretty close to the same.
Look at these guys. Look at Anthony Smith's bigger.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100% he's bigger. But I think they're going to weigh the same.
Yeah.
And I think that as far as I'm concerned, the advantages as far as Dolidze goes, he's better on the ground. I think he's the better striker as well. Repertoire of opponents, Anthony fights anybody whenever he can. He's here for the paycheck. He's a warrior. He's lost his teeth in the fucking ring. We all saw him pick up his teeth and fucking hand him over to the fucking ref going, hey, keep those for later because they can't make dentures that are nicer than what I have. Regardless, I got Dolidze on this one. And I think it's fucking open and shut. I think it's just different levels. And Dolidze is going to be able to own this guy. He's just so much more refined. His striking is so much better. His takedown game is so much better. Unless Anthony can surprise me, I got Dolidze all night long. Yeah. And look where Dana's looking. Dana's looking right there to the winner.
He's like, I picked you. I picked you in my DraftKings lineup, you son of a bitch. You know, Cheyenne Vlismas is going to be in Dolidze's corner. And
is she
JP
really?
Buys,
are you
JP Buys was going to go as well, but instead he'll be shadow boxing in the gym by himself.
You know what's funny? Yeah,
it's like an inside joke.
Dolidze's Extreme Couture is listed as his gym on Tapology, which is
that where
where
JP Bias trains?
JP Buys does his shadow boxing in the corner at
Oh my
Extreme
god!
Couture. Remember? So I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
if he's
fucking
still there,
funny.
but that's what it's listed on Tapology. So I don't know if that's true or what.
Is JP still fighting? Is he actually still
He should be cut by now, I would imagine. He hasn't won 4 fights or something.
I don't think he's been in the gym in a while.
Hey, you know that Two Straws, that Jessica Panay and Angela Hill show? It's really funny because the format in the beginning, they do like old school Johnny Carson one-liners, but talking about the fights. So then we're talking about Anthony Smith. They're like, yeah, unless he's defending his family, he should do pretty good.
Right,
like,
because he
oh,
had that
ouch,
break
dude.
in, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and he couldn't defend himself against the guy there. He was too frozen or something.
Crystal, I like that cooking ball parlay. I really like that cooking ball parlay. I'm going to put that cooking ball parlay in.
Oh, that's pretty good. The cuck and the ball.
Okay, up to ready for the co-main event.
Yes, sir.
Which way is you guys going? I'm on Dolidze. Are you guys as well?
Yes.
All right.
Put me in a fucking parlay if you want.
Well, I'm going to check the odds. Let's check the odds real quick.
They're actually not bad. When there's a 1 still in the equation for the guy you like, you got to jump on it.
Oh.
Anthony Smith, even if it's plus 120. Roman Dolidze is minus 142. Okay, sweet. So
close to even.
Back to this. Let's move on to the co-main event. We have Dave's favorite fighter, Brian Ortega, taking on Diego Lopez. Brian T. City Ortega took this on super short notice. I was talking to Real Fight Pigs earlier about it. I guess Hunter Campbell saw him like at some place, like just ran into him and said, "Hey, you're looking pretty good, looking like you can make weight." And Brian Ortega said this in like an interview. He's like, the next day, he gets a call from UFC saying, "Hey, can you come in here and fight Diego Lopez short notice?" And there he is. So Diego Lopez, who was he supposed to fight originally? I forget. It's man, I don't want to have to go back on somebody check it out on your Tapology, so I don't have to go back on this because I got a lot of shit open and it's starting to slow down my processing. But anyway, Diego Lopez is he's one of the coaches out of Lobo Gym in Mexico, and I believe he's the jiu-jitsu coach over at Lobo Gym in Mexico. So he does have a strong jiu-jitsu game, but he's been, as of late, been knocking people out. Look, TKO Sadiq Youssef, TKO Pat Sabatini, and he did submit Gavin Tucker. He lost to Movsar Evloev, and before that, he was in a different promotion, not the UFC. So I think that was like, well, let's open it up. I think it was definitely a South American. I want to say Lux maybe or Combate or something like that. Let's figure it.
Honestly, so I don't see anything about any cancellations, but you're right. You're right, and they made this last minute to try to make up for losing Connor and Michael Chandler. So they kind of wanted to make the co-main and the main like the talk of the town. So they reached out to both of these guys on short notice, is I believe what the story is.
Yeah, Dave does love Brian Ortega, but spoiler alert, I don't know if he's picking him this fight because he mentioned something earlier this week. He's like, I don't know. We'll have him at. Oh, look, you got the shirt on and everything. All right.
Thank you,
Dave. Go ahead. Why don't you give your breakdown on this fight?
Please.
Can we just pick Lopez and move on?
Oh, no.
Did you hear me?
You're kidding me.
Can we just pick Lopez and move on? I don't want to talk about this fight.
You're a traitor, dude.
I don't want to talk about it. Lopez.
That's funny.
Decision. For fuck's sakes.
Remind me to
That's
keep.
crazy.
Hey,
That-
you remind me to keep my woman
crazy.
away from Dave.
Every
Fucking backstabber,
cheer.
traitor.
Never cheer. I'm
The way
crying.
you talked up Ortega in his last
I
fight,
am
man,
def-
proved
I
us
am
wrong.
going.
I know.
I know.
It's a
You
paycheck.
should give me that shirt because I'm on T City
About
Brian Ortega
money.
as well.
I am wearing the shirt that fucking Ranj had to pay for because of Ortega.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. And he is a. But yeah,
I love my homie.
I'm on the Eagle. I'm on Brian Ortega T City. Break that beak and grow a new beak and all that good eagle talk. I'm about it. I'm about it this time.
You know what? Or
Pastor Jeremy.
if this goes to the ground, it's over. It is over Ortega all day long. But
dude, Lopez is a BJJ coach at Team Lobo in Mexico. So
Ortega's better. Ortega's better.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
If you were Lopez, would you want to beat Ortega up on the ground or on the feet? Or Ortega has no ground game. Or sorry, has no stand up. Like, honestly, you saw that Max Holloway's shit. Ortega's not the best striker in the world.
Oh,
Short notice, up weight class.
Yeah, Dave. Noah Allen has it right. He wants a T-shirt, bet you.
Yes.
Against your own fucking favorite fighter, you piece of.
You should take that.
My boy. I love you, Brian. I'm sorry.
Can you give like a? You just really think Diego Lopez is better? Give me something to like. You know, what do you really think? You think he's just more elusive? He's just younger. He's more Mexican because he speaks Spanish and not English well.
Who's that? Low T City. Anyway,
my problem is
I'm on Brian Ortega.
You are.
I
Shit.
am.
Am I the only guy who's off the free?
I thought about. I was originally on Diego Lopez, but then I was looking at the resume. That's I started diving into it. I started looking at the resume, and Brian Ortega has fought upper echelon compared to Diego Lopez.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, definitely. Look at all these names, and look at all these wins. Look at all the green. The green. If he stuck with it and didn't take time off here and there for soul surfing or whatever he was doing there, he could have made his way up to a belt. And Diego Lopez, I know he's on a streak right now. Was he 3-fight win streak? But I mean, he's 29 years old. How old is Brian Ortega? He's close, right? It's close in age.
Yeah, he's 32 or something.
No, he's like 3 years older. 3 years older. Sure.
Pat Sabatini, Gavin Tucker. I mean,
I love my small little blonde boy, but what's the height advantage?
Oh, I don't know.
What's the reach advantage?
Let's see it. Let's look at.
Give me some height. Give me some reach. I'm going to give him a wash on the feet, and I'm going to give Ortega the advantage on the ground. But actually, you know what? I will lean to Lopez on the feet, just because the range and that height and that reach advantage is going to be shit for fucking Ortega to take him down. I mean, Ortega's going to be working on the bottom, and I get it. I like Ortega on the bottom, but the fact that he's going to have a guy who's taller with more of a fucking reach and I think more of a weight advantage on him, Brian, you should have taken this on short notice. If you're not taking this on short notice, I'd be all over you. Fuck. My boy. My man crush. I like him blonde and short, if you haven't noticed.
I think Diego Lopez is kind of taking it kind of short notice too, I think, for some reason. I think there was
that's true.
Yeah. So they're both kind of short notice. Not like he had a big
Hey, watch the face off
Is this
yet?
moving or see this keeps freezing now.
Can I get my breakdown? I want to get my
I'm
breakdown.
trying to do it right now, but yeah, do it right now as we're loading up the face off.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, because I know I got one person out of the 13 in here that really like to hear what I have to say. So this is for you. I think on a short notice.
Like the man in the mirror. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Dang, this Pilsner's such a fucking hitting right now, boy. That's what's up.
I know,
Nah, I
singing
honestly,
Michael
I think
Jackson
this
songs.
short notice, the short notice nature of this fight favors Diego Lopes. We already seen it when he fought when in his loss against Mozar Evloev, and I'm sure Brian Ortega's had some short notice fights too, but I don't trust him in that he was in the gym. I feel like Diego Lopes has been in the gym. Just by looking at them, you could tell that that's the fact. The fact that he was caught off guard, Brian Ortega, I'm willing to bet Diego Lopes is one of those guys who's a gym rat who's training and always ready. And I think that's going to matter.
Well, yeah,
I feel like he's more. Yeah, I feel he's more dangerous than Yair Rodriguez because Yair fucked Brian up in the first round. He fucked his shit up in that first round, and he couldn't figure out how to keep it going because Ortega was probably ready. He was probably trained up that fight. He was able to go 2, 3, 4, 5. I think he was training for a 5-round fight. That was the main event, right? This is way different. He's not ready for fighting. He's not ready. Diego Lopes is ready, and he's not going to fade. He's going to put it on him. 1, 2, 3, however long the fight lasts, Diego Lopes is going to put it on him. That's what I think. Shout out to the MMA clown. Oh, no, he's just a fan. It's a good show. But, yeah, and also, too, Brian Ortega, this is for Crystal. I just wanted to tell you that Brian Ortega's pastor's wife spit in my mouth. I want to bring that up one more time.
You love that story. You love it. You love that.
And it happened at a taqueria, Crystal. It happened at a taqueria.
Yeah, I mean, Lopez, he could, I don't know. I think Brian Ortega is a little bit on an a little bit higher level.
He came off the couch though, Ranj. This is gonna be where he wins the first round. He's gonna win the first round. Brian Ortega is, and then Lopes is gonna win 2 and 3. Brian Ortega might win the first round.
Yeah, the Hawk 2, pastor's wife Hawk 2, right in your mouth.
Very nice, touche. Hawk 2. I forgot all about that. I wanted to somehow work that in the show.
Well, you just did. Pastor's wife Hawk 2 it in my mouth. It's got a little give.
She Hawk 2 it, bro. That's why she's,
let's see what the odds on this fight. Okay, so we got Brian Ortega plus 114 plus money on Brian T City Ortega. I have to take. I can't not. Minus 135 for Diego Lopez. Yeah, I'm taking Brian Ortega at plus money.
I respect that. This was one of my underdogs where I had him in the beginning of the week, but I switched when I seen them. Lopes is one of those guys that stays ready. You could tell by the fucking way he looks, and he's going to be able to be there on the second half of round 2 and round 3. Brian Ortega's taken some pretty good damage. He's tough, but look at him. This is probably the worst he's ever stepped in the octagon.
Yep, I agree.
Look how serious Joe Rogan is right there. Holy shit.
Yeah.
303, bitches. This is important. But yeah, I see Lopez on this one too. I see Ortega taking this fight on short notice. He's gotten out. He might lose. He might not. I really don't like the fact that Joe Rogan's interviewing fucking Lopes right now as opposed to fucking Ortega. That kind of sucks.
He's going to after, dude. It's just the way they walked in. Like, you think he's not going to interview Brian Ortega after? Right here, I don't know what he's saying. Something in broken English.
I wanted to take Ortega because Ortega almost had Volkanovski in a guillotine, almost won the championship belt that night. And
Yeah, he should.
Lopes
He
is the
should. I
type.
can't believe Volkanovski didn't tap. His
Me neither.
face turned purple.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Dave.
Ortega.
Dave, look at there he is.
What's his fight camp? 14 days?
Hmm?
Like 13 days?
You don't need it. He's always ready.
He's got the.
Yeah, but he interviewed Lopes first. You should always interview Ortega first.
Yeah.
Smooth
And he's like married
operator
now.
he is. He's such a smooth operator. I don't blame him for being your man crush, Dave. I don't blame you. He's good. He's a good.
Fuck,
that's
yeah,
good
he's
man
awesome,
crush,
isn't
yeah.
he? He's fucking awesome. I mean, I wish he
Yeah.
could box, but he is pretty sexy.
I try it.
Eyes?
I try it out.
Good.
You know,
Take
it
this-
wouldn't
All
count.
right,
It
so
doesn't count. It wouldn't count if it was him.
He's experienced enough. Don't need full camp.
all right, let's move on
Lopez?
to all right. So what's your final? So Loopy, our real fight picks. You're on Diego Lopez, right?
Yes, something's gonna happen.
Yes.
He's gonna take over the
And
fight.
Dave, you're also on Diego Lopez. So I'm the only one riding the Ortega train. That's fine.
Hey, he's better in
I'm good.
jiu-jitsu. I think Ortega's better. He just only has one round in him. That's what I believe.
I don't know.
I think Diego Lopez has. Okay, guys.
has
I
a
think
strong-
Diego Lopez has enough.
cardio there.
Okay, I think
All right.
Diego Lopez
Anyway.
has enough. Hang on, give me a second. Give me one more chance.
Okay, go
I think
Ranj, you want a
Lopez-
t-shirt bet, bro? You want a
Go
t-shirt
ahead.
bet?
Can
You
I?
confident in Brian Ortega?
Who, me?
Let me say one thing
Put your t-shirt where your
One thing.
mouth is.
before Randall fucking does a fucking t-shirt bet. Okay, Diego Lopez has enough ground experience to know where he said he is at. He knows to stay away from certain things. He's got the better stand-up. He knows how to control this fight. He might lose the first, but that's about it. As far as stand-up goes, he's the taller guy. He's the younger guy. He's going to have the more volume. He's smart enough not to get – like, he's a black belt. He's not going to put himself in a position where fucking Ortega is going to be able to fucking choke him out. I see him being able to dominate this. I hate to say it. It's going to be points. But yeah, Lopez decision all day long. I'll t-shirt bet anybody.
I'll
t-shirt bet you.
specifically buy you a Brian Ortega t-shirt, Ranj, if you win. Some type of
I'll
Brian
t-shirt-
Ortega shirt.
I'd rather t-shirt bet. Real fight picks. Dave. I already got a
Okay.
t-shirt bet with you.
Because
So,
owes me.
yeah, I'll t-shirt bet you. Real fight picks.
You got it. You have a Brian Ortega t-shirt coming if he wins.
I will wear it proudly. I'll wear it proudly.
I believe I have 3 Brian Ortega t-shirts from Ranj already. Or no, 2. At least 2.
2. You have 2. I was gonna give you one with his face on it and the big blue eyes, but I was like, that's kind of little too gay. But
If you can-
now that I know you, I feel like you'd love that when you wear it.
Dude,
I wear it
if
so
I could
long.
take a fucking dive into those deep blue eyes, I would.
All
Just
right.
fucking
All right, enough of
what do you
that.
want?
Let's move on
Bitches.
to the main event.
Judge what you want. I'm comfortable with
I
my
do a swan
sexuality.
dive in those things, boy.
Dude,
All right,
fuck you.
moving on. We have the rematch between Alex Mejia and Yuri Petroska. Now this one, I've been all right. I've been on Alex Mejia the whole time. However, I did watch a lot of stuff on Yuri Petroska, and that last fight, I kept watching it over and over. And Petroska was handling himself pretty good. If you watch that fight, he was getting him in there, and he was controlling the rounds for the most part until he got, till he got hooked, till Alex Pereira knocked him, that left hook. So, but before that, he was keeping his own. He was standing on his own. And he said he goes, I'm going to learn from this fight. And it was a kind of a quick stoppage too, if you ask me. but I still think Alex Pereira is on a. He's so good, dude. I mean, this is going to be a better and closer fight, but I'm still edging Alex Pereira, the champ. I think he's still going to win, but man, Yuri Petroska looks like I don't know. It could go either way. I'm not sold. I'm not confident on Alex Pereira, but that will be my pick because the new Samurai, the whole. And here's the thing: I heard like Alex Pereira's been doing a lot of media stuff, like flashing off his new Lamborghini and playing to like traveling and showing up to like different things and being, a media guy, feeding to the media. While Yuri's been in the gym putting it in, getting ready for this fight. So that makes me kind of nervous too. And Yuri it's not like he was getting his ass kicked. If anything, there's a argument that he was actually doing better on the scorecard until he got knocked out. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I hoping some people can shed light. Right now I'm leaning Alex Pereira, but my mind could change with the right information. So I don't know. What are you guys thinking about this one?
So the pick is Pereira. I'm just gonna say that off the bat. I'm gonna say the one theory that scares me. And here's the theory. And you kind of touched on it a little bit as far as Alex Pereira on his tour. And he was in Australia, all the way across on the other side of the world, literally body in a total different time zone. They're like a day ahead and they're, it's a 20-hour time difference. So he's sleeping when we're awake and all that. And that's when he got the call to accept the fight. And Yuri has he been training? Was he supposed to fight? Was he on a little more notice to fight somebody else? Is that the case? I'll have to look that up.
He had that. He was out with the injury for a bit, and then he came and took care of who was that? Alexander Rakic, wasn't it?
Yes, I remember that. He kept coming
and then
forward.
Now he wants this rematch now. And this was also short notice because Connor backed out, so they had to find something. So they throw these guys
short notice for both of them.
Yes,
but that's my biggest fear because, I think Yuri's more durable than Pereira, and I think he can go 5 rounds. And I feel like Pereira can fade and get tired before Yuri, and then he's gonna be vulnerable, and then Yuri can get him that way. That's the theory because Pereira wasn't training for
3 days ago or 2 days ago. 3 days ago,
that's just barely training.
Alex. Just hitting a fat guy, kicking a fat guy. I could do that. That'd be me, the fat guy.
Yeah. I'll be in his camp. I got Pereira. I'm just saying it's short notice for both of them, but I feel like that might play into the favor of Yuri. That's my only thing. Because other than that, when it comes skill to skill, when it comes to the fighting, Pereira, in my opinion, beats Yuri 20 times out of 20, 22 times out of 20. Yuri comes at you, and his pressure to put his face first and knowing he's going to take a hit works for everybody else, but not Alex Pereira, because Alex Pereira doesn't miss, and his punch will, took out Sean Strickland, champion in 185, took out Israel Adesanya. And that fight against Israel, that last one, I don't like that because Israel is in his prime and Pereira is like 35 when that happens and he gets, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So I think this is a good weight class for him. You could be older in 205, like we were saying. You can afford to lose your reaction time a little bit. And he's going to do well in 205. I think he's going to be the champion for a long time.
Look at this is 1 day ago. 1 day, you can learn so much from Instagram. 1 day ago, and look what he was working on in the beginning of this video. Takedowns.
It doesn't matter.
If he does this, if he wrestles, who knows? Because Alex Pereira, I know he's got great takedown defense. He uses that telephone leg defense, like he just does a wide stance and uses a tree trunk. But look at right here, he's working. He's defended takedown, working takedowns too, which I don't know if I think that would be if Alex Pereira does have a weakness. It's not striking; it's being takedowns, and that's why
Okay,
if
here's the
anyone's
thing.
going to do, yeah,
That fight that Yuri had with Glover Teixeira, when Glover was 41, should it had been that close? I mean, Glover was done at that point. What did he have? One fight after that, and he retired. So I don't know. To me, he's finishes a lot of fights, but that one, I guess that's taking away something from Glover. But he was fucking 41 years old. Pereira is not going to be as vulnerable as Glover was to start that fight. I think he beats him 100 times out of 100. Are you thinking about picking Yuri, Ranj?
I think I might do like Kiwi Brew did and sprinkle a little bit on him, but I don't. My pick is still going to stick with Alex Pereira. I think he's going to catch him again, and he's the best striker there is. But
You think so?
There is a path
What?
to victory. Yeah,
The best striker.
In 205.
Do you know who Dempsey McQueen is?
Who
Dempsey McQueen.
is he? 205 pounds in the MMA?
You know who Dempsey McQueen is?
No, sounds like a boxer.
He is.
Okay.
Have a look at Dempsey McQueen versus Alex Pereira. This wasn't very long ago.
The loss he had.
No, this is a training. This is training about 3 or 4 days ago, 5 days ago.
See that fat guy holding the pads?
Did Alex Pereira box him up? Did he teach Dempsey a lesson?
Oh, excuse me. Okay, do some fucking research, you bitches. Have a look at this fucking boxer piece Pereira up. He almost fucking. I can't believe Pereira didn't wear headgear in this fucking sparring match. Less than a week before the fight. Less than a week before the fight, he did not wear headgear against this guy, and he got dialed. I think like CTE.
Is this Dempsey right here? Is that Dempsey holding those pads?
No.
For.
Okay, motherfucker. Okay.
Is this Dempsey McQueen right here?
YouTube it. YouTube it.
I don't have time
to YouTube it. Here, yeah, that's him right there. That's him right there.
That looks like he's getting pieced up by Alex Pereira.
He's okay, no. Okay, that was cut and edited. Watch the full sparring match. Pereira got his fucking ass handed to him.
I'm picking Alex, Dave. You're talking to me like I'm not.
2 weeks before, though, Dave.
That was a week ago. It was a week ago. And fucking he got like
he doesn't look like he's getting owned. Look at.
And he's
I'm watching right now. Edited or
yes,
not.
he is. Watch that video. Don't watch Pereira's
not
fucking
for a boxer. I mean,
watch that video on YouTube.
Guy that can only strike.
Put it on YouTube right now.
No.
Put it on YouTube right now.
No.
Pereira gets his ass kicked.
It doesn't look like he is.
Yes, he does.
Doesn't look like he is.
This guy is fucking.
You think this guy can do it?
Dude, this guy's
do what this guy's doing.
He doesn't want to hurt this guy. He wants to help. He's trying to make him better, and he fucking annihilated him.
You know what? I was only going to put a little unit.
Queen, he can't take it easy.
No, I think I'm gonna max out my credit card on Pereira.
I don't think Yuri Petroska can box as good as Dempsey McQueen.
No, me neither.
So, what's your point? So, who do you think's the best striker in 205 in the UFC? Now, I'm not talking about Dempsey McQueen out of fucking Australia. I'm talking about in the UFC right now, 205. Who's the best striker?
Probably Pereira, but it was embarrassing to see a boxer.
My bad. I didn't mean to blow up on you and force you to try to watch YouTube videos.
Let me finish, motherfucker. Let me finish before you cut me off. We need headphones and mics because this is fucking bullshit. We're talking over each other. Pereira got his fucking ass handed to him less than a week ago by a fucking boxer. Don't tell me he's invulnerable. He's taking this fight on short notice. Yuri is that mental motherfucker that, I mean, I don't place huge bets on main events, but I'm definitely taking the dog here. I'm all in on Yuri. And you know what? I like the fucking metaphor of Yuri lost the first one. He wins the second one. There's a third fight. There's a fucking trilogy here. UFC can build this up for as much as they want to. There is no way that Yuri is going to lose this fight. Come on, there's that trilogy. UFC loves making money. And this weight class has nothing going on with it right now. But Pereira and Yuri, third one, yes, Pereira's going to win the third one, but he might get tagged on this one. I'd be very careful, guys. Very careful. Only bet here on this one is the fucking underdog. I love the USC trilogy. Love it. Same thing with fucking Connor and Diaz. Love it. Trilogy is the way to go.
Fuck a Dempsey McQueen. Look at Yuri's practicing with monks. Look at this guy. Look at this little kid right here.
Yuri's a ninja. Yuri's a ninja.
He's a
Don't play the ninja.
Samurai. They're enemies to the ninjas. Anyway, all right, what are the odds here? Let's see. We got Alex minus 148, Yuri plus 124, pretty close. Dave's going Yuri. You know the Bunny Pilsners are hitting. and me and Real Fight Picks are taking the champ, Alex Pereira, because he's a different breed of fighter. All right, perfect. So, let's look at the face-offs.
I really refused. Did Dave pick Yuri?
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my god.
Fucking cornballer, isn't he? Isn't he?
I did.
Stupid.
Oh, yeah. When I win, you guys will. Okay. You want to go over the records? You want to put the stats up on the board? No, you don't. Move on.
No need to.
It's getting late.
You don't want me to show you the domination.
All right, here we go, right here.
Right, he's gonna do it in the first round this time. I faded.
That's not kid. That's a fully grown monk. That little guy was a fully grown monk. Two blue-eyed underdogs back to back on the main card. Yeah, that's true. Such a cornball with that fake shit. All right. Alex Pereira, he's a cornball as well. Is he going to come out with his headdress? See what these guys are so damn corny.
He's indigenous. That's kind of like, scary a little bit. He's a cannibal, maybe.
When Dave's on, he's on, but when he's off, he's way the fuck off.
Thank you. Shout out to Gerald Lynch.
Nicely said, Gerald Lynch. Perfectly said. That was great.
The comment of the night.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a little bit more what we had the first fight, except for Yuri's going to make it a little bit closer. He's going to maybe last another round before he catches that left hook again, and then hopefully
okay. So Gerald, if I happen to be right, your next newborn child is going to be named Dave.
Well, I'm fixed, so I'm not having any newborn kids. So unless I adopt. And if
I'm going to be dog here.
Baby named Dave. All right. Anyway, Let's go. We're separate on so many of these. I don't even know if we have 3. Oh yeah, we do, but they're kind of chalky. We have
Okay,
to pick
I have one.
chalk.
No,
All right,
I have one.
What?
Oh no! Oh fuck! You're not on. Never mind. Fucking not on page.
Oh, look at this, Kiwi Brew. You are our new favorite person in the chat now. $20. Thank you. I appreciate you, Kiwi Brew. Anyway, let's. Gary will name his next kid Venom after his real father. Okay, let's make our 3-leg parlay. Where'd real fight picks go? Drop another deuce. What? See in the background? Anyway.
Hey, shout out to Kiwi Brew. Shout out to Kiwi Brew. I didn't see you in a lot of chats. I just want you to know I know who you are, and I haven't seen you, and it's nice to see you. I didn't see you in any of the chats that we usually are in. You're the man.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so starting from the beginning, we're going to try to find 3 fights that we all agree upon that aren't too chalky that we can bet. Okay, so first of all, no, for some reason, Dave is picking Vinicius Oliveira over Ricky Simon. Is that right, Dave?
Fucking Simon sucks. Fucking hate him.
Okay,
you know what?
Vinicius
That's personal.
Oliveira. Like Oliveira is a heap of garbage. He's not good at all.
They're both garbage.
But okay, I got you. Yeah, that's fine. All right. We can't pick Saruya because he's minus 450. That is just way too chalky.
Nope.
I'm on the outside and I'm taking Andre Arlovsky. I know that's a kind of a crazy pick, but I think he's going to win by decision. I honestly do.
That's too much chalk
anyways. Just not. He's not like a knockout artist, and he does have a couple some knockouts in the UFC, but he's not like death touch type of. He's not the same heavyweight that like can death touch you. You know what I mean? And I think unless Martin Buday happens to get it to the ground, which Andre Arlovsky's takedown defense is pretty tight. He's been doing it for 40 years. But anyway, I think Andre Arlovsky's going to outpoint him, get a decision there. So I'm different than you guys on that one. We all like Jillian Robertson. Unfortunately, we made a rule: no girls in the 3-leg parlay. So
it's a good system. It's good.
Yeah,
rule.
Good rule.
Every time we put a girl in, she ends up messing the whole thing up for us. Okay, we're all, of course, on Peyton Talbot, but minus 1650, ridiculous. All right, we finally got one. Charles Jourdain, if Dave is still on that side, because I know. All right, Charles Jourdain's minus 118. I'm circling him. He's making our parlay. A Canadian on the parlay. I like that. Then moving up the card, we are set. This one I should go with Feely, but I'm taking old ass Cub Swanson only because he's had a better resume. He's been top 5. Wasn't he like
WEC? Fuck. WEC Cub. That's who you think he is.
Bare knuckle. Or fucking slap fight.
Bare knuckle.
Okay, slap fight is where he's at next.
Swanson is awesome. He's awesome. I'm not going to go against him. Taking him.
Be a fan on slap fight.
Okay. We're all on Joe Pyfer. Unfortunately, he's minus 310.
No.
So we can't. He's too chalky as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is where Dave is on Ian Machado Gary. And so is Real Fight Picks, correct?
He's at minus 160.
One of the confident picks. That's going to be easy money.
And I'm on Venom Michael Page because I think he's too elusive and faster and slicker. And I think he's going to catch Ian Machado Gary I think he's going to even finish him. I think he's going to catch him on the chin with one of those
stands for MVP.
Same elbow that Kevin Holland caught. And I think I think
Hollins sucks. You
Dude,
cannot compare Hollins to Gary.
Kanan Song. Kanan Song, Dave. Kanan
You
fucking
cannot compare
Song.
Hollins to Gary.
Almost knocked out Ian Gary. If it was a different ref, Kanan Song would have won that fight.
I try to tell you, Michael Johnson almost knocked out Khabib. Ranj.
It doesn't matter almost. Kanan Song did pretty much win that fight.
Oh, I can't. I'm not going to knock my head against a fucking brick wall.
Go watch that, and I'll watch Dempsey fucking McQueen fuck around with Alex Pajak. Go watch whatever, Dave. Your piss start. Anyway, we're me and Dave are on Macy Chase on, but Real Fight Picks likes Mayor Bueno Silva. We don't put girl butts in anyway. We're all on Roman Dolidze. He is minus 142. I'm going to circle that one. That'll make it. And we're split. I'm the only one taking Brian Ortega. I have a T-shirt bet with Real Fight
next to. Dude, you have to change your mind on Gary versus Page. You have to.
Lopes T-shirt bet.
We're all on Dolidze.
Dave is the only one taking Yuri Petroska. As me and Real Fight Picks are taking Alex Pajeda.
Main event. We don't bet main event.
I know, but we're disagreeing on it anyway. So I'll go from Club Swanson to Andre Philly, but I'm not changing my Michael Page bet.
Really?
That's kind of the
Andre Philly. I'll do that.
Okay, so we got Jordan, we got Dolidze, 100% walk, right?
Yes, they're in. One more.
And I'm not going to win Gary.
I'm taking Michael Venom Page. I think he's going to win.
Okay, Andre Philly, 100%.
All right. Cub Swanson, I'm rooting for him, but I'm not dedicated. So, all right. So there it is. Now I'm going to put this into. I got to sign in now to DraftKings Sportsbook.
You know what? Fuck you guys. I'm going to fucking 4-bet this parlay of Jordan, Gary, Dolidze, and Philly. And I'm going to bet it at plus 629 on a 4-bet parlay. I'm going to back it up with a bunch of 2-bet parlays, but Jordan, Gary, Dolidze.
Combo. Just make a combo parlay. Do the combo thing. Round robin it. I mean,
You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. And done. Here we go. Yankee. What's a Yankee?
Yankee is 21 different combinations, I think, of 5 fights. Something like that.
Done. Yankee it is. Yankee at.
And what is that on Bet365?
Yes.
All right.
The 4-leg parlay is at plus 629. The Yankee bet for. Oh, fuck. It's plus 11. Oh, shit. So, like.
Well, fuck you guys. I'm going to put in the same 3-leg parlay, but I'm adding Michael Page to it. Let's see what that does.
I parlay Feely and Gary.
So, I think $25 Yankee bet.
Roman Dolidze
minus 35. I'm on it. Done.
Andre Feely minus 218. And who was the last one? Charles Jourdain. And he is, where's he? Oh, minus 118. Okay, so all 3 of them together is a plus 359. That's why I'm going to add Michael Venom. No, I'm not going to, not right now. This is for the show. For the show, our 3-pick parlay.
That's fucking funny.
Is plus 359. Let me copy paste it onto the StreamYard.
I kind of want to watch more tape on Gamorrean because I just, with the card like this where all the favorites are like, we picked a lot of favorites, kind of want to like play a prop. I want to do something like, I wonder if Gamorrean is durable enough to last to decision. I don't know. I don't think so. Gomis fucking finished him. Yeah, I think that fight ends inside the distance.
And
yeah, I think we covered it, boys. I think we covered it
there
all.
it is. All right, here's our official. Man, these mosquitoes are somehow getting into my house. Here's our official thing for the show. Our plus money junkie parlay, plus money junkie parlays. Our 3 picks: Roman Dolidze, Andre Fili, Charles Jourdain at plus 359. There it is. Now we're gonna go back through some. All right, I'm missing. I got to do a bunch of these. Holy shit! The people, you guys are putting up sexual deviant parlays. All right, let me go back to the chat. Sexual deviant parlay: Gary Dolidze, Talbot, Jourdain, Fili, Ortega. That's a good one, man. That's 1, 2,
Oh shit!
4, 5,
Yeah.
6 fight parlay. I'm gonna feed that in, see what it pays out, just for fun. The sexual deviant parlay.
I feel like it's judgmental.
I'm not
fucking
putting Talbot in there though. That's ridiculous.
I feel like it's judgmental, but his name's Touchy Feely because, like,
I know.
you know,
Jourdain. I'm gonna do Jourdain, Fili, Ortega, and
Fuck! I hate betting her. I'm never gonna bet or get. Okay, I'm not betting her against my boy. I'm not doing it. But I will.
He's a home wrecker,
Fili.
and Talbot's all over the stripper pole. It works, man. I love it. You know.
Woo. So the sexual deviant parlay minus Peyton Talbot. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right? He's too choppy. He'll bring it down.
Someone else. I'm missing someone else.
You need Ortega in there. Feely.
I got Ortega. I got Gary. I got 4. Who am I missing?
That's it. Oh no, you're missing Jourdain.
No, I got Jourdain, Fili, Gary, and Ortega. Is that
you're
it?
missing Doldiz because he likes the married. He likes to break up.
Oh
homes.
yeah, that's right. He's a home wrecker. Okay. Wow. So this one. All right, I'll play this one too. Here's a few of my bets. Here's the sexual deviant parlay coming up right here. Let me see this.
I usually bet that one. I will. I'm not. But like I like Gary. I like Dolidze. I like Talbot. I like Jourdain. I like Fili.
That's fucking
Fuck.
funny. Dude.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do that too for DraftKings. I just can't add Talbot because he's too much. I want to make sure I got my sexual deviance covered.
all 5 out of 6 probably that bet.
Let's see. 6 DraftKings lineup. I like it because Ortega's on there and he's an underdog. And with Gary, I think it'll work. With Jourdain, that works. Dolidze.
And
Look at this
to be
thing.
honest with you, I'll be
Plus
changing.
1,489. 5 pick parlay. That's awesome. Thank you, Kiwi Brew. That was a great one. Okay. Or no, that was actually Noah Allen. Thank you, Noah Allen. I took out Talbot because he's just minus 1620 is ridiculous. Oliveira has a lot of size on Ricky Simon. He does. But still, I see Oliveira got taken down by everybody he's ever fought, and that Simon that's his trick. That's his thing. That's his go-to is the wrestling. So okay,
I just don't like Ricky. Fucking hate him.
Arlovsky's so old he fought Methuselah in the Nazareth FC. That's a good one. That's from Jesus times, Dave. If you don't get that joke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was after Christ.
Huck to a
AB.
girl in the parlay. Okay, no, Allen. I like this. Already lost 3 deviants. Oh, Ray. Yeah, Ray Saruya. Yadan Wan. Yanan Wu as a boy. That's same person. Kiwi Brew. Okay. Right. That was an old fight. Oh, comedians in the chat tonight. I love it. Google Jordane's stepsister. Feeling, yeah, that's Noah's the one that said Jordane's beautiful wife is also his sister-in-law. Crazy.
Oh yeah, that's that.
true
What do you
thing.
call that? Taboo.
No,
That's that
that's
taboo.
a law thing.
About dating Cortez.
I love that stuff.
It's 2 brothers can marry 2 sisters of another family.
Yeah,
It's
it's just weird. Just a little weird. I don't
It
know.
is weird.
No, it's a real motherfucking fight pics. Says it happens to his family all the time.
Yeah, it worked out.
That's a
There's
deep.
something to it.
That's a deep south. Deep south.
Happens. I live right by Amish people. Happens to them all the time. They only
Yeah.
get to choose out of 3 families. Confidence level on Dolidze. Oh, man, Anthony Smith. I think. I mean, if it was 5 years ago, Anthony Smith I'd be higher on him, but I just don't see Anthony Smith getting it. I mean, man, he has been looking great. That Vitor Petrino shocked the shit out of me. That fight was great. So I don't know. Left wife and kids. Who did? Dolidze? Left Cheyenne? What are you doing with your teeth, Dave?
I'm just saying, like, he doesn't have any.
Oh,
Not really.
that doesn't matter. Philly gets neither does Andre. Philly's missing a tooth too. Remember, he tries to play it off like it's cute now. Philly getting KO less than 6 months ago. It's a red flag. Cub KO. Thank you, Kiwi Brew. And that's the one I flipped. I flipped that pick, but I'm on Cub too. In real life, I'm on Cub Swanson. I said that was my original pick. I only flipped it so we can agree on something for a 3-leg.
Hey, I want to tell Larry, I would not bet Dolidze on the money line. It's like one of the only ones that we agreed on. He has to go in our parlay, but I wouldn't bet him on the money line personally. I would bet him with some kind of prop, like finishing inside the distance for sure. If I was to bet Dolidze, because that's how much I don't trust him. He's going to be smaller. Anthony Smith is a veteran. He's way more experienced. So I'm not that confident, to be honest with you. But I would probably play Dolidze inside the distance, no problem, if I could find that prop easily.
Ortega's going to leave Lopez with Biden brain. Last night was the debate. I didn't watch them because they were up there. It started at 9 Eastern time. I had to work today, so I didn't have time to watch it.
Dude, as a Canadian, I watched it.
Funny.
As a Canadian, I watched it, and I'm so embarrassed for the American fucking system.
Yeah. Well,
I think he fell asleep 3 times. I think Biden fell asleep 3 times. It was fucking,
yeah, you know he's like he's a clone.
Dude,
anyway.
Can you fucking pump him up with some more Adderall or something, or just, dude, he can't even keep a conversation for an hour. This is the president of the fucking free world.
Trump did better than you're saying.
It was embarrassing, but no, Trump didn't do better. Biden just sucked.
Well,
he was horrible.
Sucks.
He was horrible. Like, guys, put somebody else other than Biden in. Like, you've got 300 million fucking people, and the best you can come up with is Biden?
And the best of Democrats.
It's crazy they had a halftime. Isn't that crazy? There was a halftime.
Guess what? Fucking Biden in the next debate has negotiated 2 commercial breaks. It's an hour and a half fucking debate. And you've got 2 commercial breaks now. so Biden can catch his breath.
I don't
Like
care about
you're telling me that the fucking leader of the free world cannot carry a conversation for an hour and a half? He needs 2 fucking commercial breaks?
Hey, that's what happens.
Guys, please do better. You need help.
All right.
Do better.
This isn't a political show, Dave. I could give a
Oh,
shit. I care less. You're not even American, so what the fuck do you care? Anyway,
Because you guys fucking suck. Do better.
like that, your guy Trudeau, like he's anything.
Oh
Either.
No. I'm not saying a thing about Trudeau. No.
He's part of the drain.
I'm not saying I'm better. I never said I was better. Fuck that. Stop right there. I'm not saying I was better.
Okay, top 3 most confident picks. We'll give them, all 3 of us will give our top 3 most confident picks. Mine, okay, Joe Pfeiffer, probably the most confident pick for me.
Oh.
But then after that, I'll say, of course, Peyton Talbot, and then that Japanese kid, Tsuruya. There you go. Cheesy, easy. But they're the chalk. I know they're the chalkiest, but those are the most confident ones, to be honest.
Yeah.
Betting wise, I really like Ricky Simone. Man, I don't know. That Gene Silva. Yeah, after watching the Gene Silva miss weight and the face-offs, Charles Jourdain's gained a lot of confidence for me, I must say. Aside from that, I'm really not confident on a lot of people. Just the chalk. I can find ways to win for all the other guys. Bro sister-in-law is normal. Yeah, I suppose so. Not stepsister. That's hot. Stepsister would be hot.
Yeah, stepsister would be funny.
That's taboo. So that'd be hot.
Yeah,
marry both
that's
sisters.
the
You
best.
want to marry your
That's
sister.
the best shit ever.
Shut up. Now you're starting to give me the creep vibe. Shut up.
I had plenty of
I
stepsisters.
don't even have a stepsister, but that's creepy. He tweeted, is going to dominate his stepsister.
I love all
Who
of them.
said that? Jourdain? Like a year or 2 ago. That's nuts. You can't do worse than Biden. I know you really can't. Post USADA, Biden can win against Trump. Yeah, they rig the bets again, or rig the voting again, probably. But he shouldn't even be in the running. He shouldn't even be in the running against Trump. I don't even want to get into it.
There's got to be somebody better.
His golf handicap fumble was hilarious. Yeah, everything he does is hilarious because he's just a big. I don't know. He's a puppet, and I don't know. It's just I can't stand him.
He's 98
The best
years
part.
old.
He mumbles. He can't finish complete sentences.
When Trump said, "I don't even know what he just said right there," I don't think he knows. That was so fucking funny, dude. Because I don't know what either. He said something about
Hunter
asylum.
Biden. Like they found cocaine in the White House, and they think it's Hunter Biden's.
Whatever. Who the fuck cares? Cocaine's not. Stop judging. Regardless, the man does not have capabilities of communication and functionality to run the fucking free world. Please find somebody else. Doesn't have to be Donald. Doesn't have to be Kamala. Doesn't have, find somebody else.
Kamala's horrible too. I can't.
You've got 333 million fucking people. The best you can do is Biden and Trump. Help us, please.
This is for real fight picks. Imagine being a pastor and your wife spits guac in your mouth, and then you don't bet on Ortega. Yeah, that's directed to.
He was my friend too. He was my friend. That pastor, I used to go to crash at his college dorm when I was in Santa Cruz, because that's a kind of like a cool town, and I never told him about his girlfriend doing that. You know, stuff happens. He doesn't care.
Sure does.
So
They're all puppets.
No, but my two most confident picks, E and Gary.
100%. They're all puppets.
I only got two. E and Gary and Pineda.
I'm a Trump supporter too. That's where my vote's going to go there. But I'm not even. It's not like I'm a huge fan of him, but he's better than the opposition.
Everyone's saying the exact same thing. He's better than the fucking other. Find somebody good.
You know, Trump, he didn't really get like a good like shake. You know why he lost? Because COVID happened. That's why he lost.
Find somebody better than Trump.
Fixed and they fixed Georgia they rigged the betting in Georgia. They had more voting. They had the votes. They had more votes for Biden than there were people voting.
That's awesome. See? That shows some motivation.
It's a big setup. And Georgia's constantly been a red Republican state for its entire history. Then last election, Georgia voted for Biden. What? Anyway,
some long lost Kennedy somewhere who
they should have Hunter Campbell and Sean Shelby pick candidates to go for presidency because they can do better than Trump versus Biden. That's for sure. All right. I'm getting goofy. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I gotta go, guys. But I love the deviant bet, and that's where I just placed it. So there, I got a little Ian Gary in there. Dave, see, I'm not hating on him.
No, I like it.
But
I like it. I like that whole bet. I'm like that 5-pick parlay. I'm gonna 4 to 5 pick it. I think those are mostly gonna come in.
Right. And here's ours, which is just a shrunk down version of that. Still, all three of those same people are in the sexual deviant parlay as well. But this is the one for the show, the Plus Money Junkie parlay for the show, 3-leg parlay. Roman Delice, Andre Touchy Feely, Charles Jourdain. Note that I was asked to switch my pick from Cub Swanson to Andre Feely. So if we lose that because of Andre Feely, can't blame me. Blame Dave and Real Fight Picks.
I will blame you though if Ian Gary starches MVP.
Oh,
yeah, you can blame me for that, but I'm gonna get one of my T-shirts back from Dave on that, and I'm gonna get a T-shirt from you on Brian Ortega.
No, I'm just joking. Good luck with the rest of your bets.
Are these regular time now that it's back in Vegas?
Yeah, 3 p.m. I think. 6 p.m.
regular time. 6 p.m. for me. Perfect. All right, guys. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you so much for the chat. Thank you tremendously. Kiwi Brew, thank you for the dono, the $20. That's fucking fabulous. I'll split it with Real Fight Picks and Dave. Anyway, we'll see.
We'll see $6 in.
There's an event next week, right? There's like a fight night or something.
No, there's a break.
No, we got a week off.
I think we are.
Week off, perfect. Next week I got a wedding to go to. That kind of works out. But I'm gonna make my Tapology picks right now so I don't forget. And good luck, guys, tomorrow. What?
The next week after that. Sorry, we got a week off.
Yeah.
Next week after. Fucking
Dave
Ranj
and I will be doing the show together live from Ottawa.
What the hell? Like the
night? Like the fuck does that happen?
The Fight Night Pick Brothers?
Oh, they're
you'll be sitting next to each other?
They're in New Brunswick, Canada.
But you're gonna be sitting next to each other, like.
Yeah, we should do it like we should do it like I don't know. It's gonna be in a hotel like that, like Dave's in right now.
It's okay. Ranj is in New York. I'm in British Columbia. Somehow we're gonna meet in Ontario, in Canada, and do the live show together.
But the next day we can't get trashed because the next day we have an obstacle course 6K mud run. Yeah, we do. We go full out on these things.
I run good hungover.
Well, you're gonna have to just keep up, Dave. Just keep up with me.
I can do it.
I know you should be all right. All right, so Yeah, I'm going to check if it's a real place. I'm going to go meet Trudeau, see if I can really meet him. I'm just playing. But yeah, good luck, guys. Tomorrow there's no thing to next week, so that's good. And like I said, the following week, Dave and I will be presenting this show from Ottawa, some hotel. So anyway, how do you compare a fight to basketball somehow? You notice, you guys? Did you watch the draft?
He's saying that you guys have to be like the Fight Night Picks brothers because they're always doing basketball references. So you guys have to do that.
The one brother, Allen.
Go ahead, guys.
What's
do your
his name?
homework.
Matt Allen always compared fighters to basketball. That's
use Bronny James.
I get you. It was Matt Allen, the younger brothers. Like, what's it? Craig and Matt Allen. Fight Night. I miss those guys. Those guys were top 3 shows I watched every week. Those guys.
Yep.
They're in top 3 for sure. All right, guys. Thanks again for everything, and we'll see you in 2 weeks, I guess.
Yes,
all right.
Sir.
Later.
Sounds good.
Oh, Dave, what's the group what? 921? Kiwi
926.
Group.
Tapology group 926.
926. Tapology group 926.
Good luck if you can beat me. Not gonna happen. Sorry.
Huh? Who won last week, Dave?
A little bit.
I didn't even ask. Who won last week?
Oh, fuck.
Were you in second place, Dave?
No, I was fucking down. Okay, that was the 1 week I didn't do fucking well last week. Shut up.
I thought you did good last week.
Oh,
I did.
Kiwi fruit already there. Kiwi Brew is already there. It's kiwi fruit. Okay. Thank you, Gerald. Good luck to you too.
Six Soul.
Who was it?
Six Soul. Number 2 was Ice Viking. He hasn't been around for a minute.
Ice Vikings fucking did it, man.
I miss him.
Yeah, he's like on and off. He comes in sometimes. He works weird hours though. He works like second shift or something.
Noah, we still had fucking 9 out of 6.
Do you want me to share it?
Yeah, share it.
I'm gonna share it. Here we go.
Dude, I was 32nd. Don't share it. Don't share it.
Share it.
32nd. Don't do it.
It's there. Here's Ice Viking number 2.
Mind you, Ranj was 50th, so go ahead, share it.
Pink Floyd. I recognize that name. Dirty Reg. Top 15, you're still doing it. Kiwi Fruit, top 20, you're still doing it. Saba. And I don't even know if I played. That's not me. That's Dave, though, right there. 32. That's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. Hey, dude, you know what? I think I pretty much came in first 2 weeks beforehand, so.
Kiwi Brew says he's won before.
It's in the past.
The past. Very recent past.
All right, guys.
Fellas,
for real, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I gotta go. So I'll see you in a couple weeks. And yeah, Dave, I'll see you literally in a couple weeks. So
good to see you, man.
All right, guys. Best of luck tomorrow. Take care. Later.
And homies.